Right, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. This is gonna be a good show for sure. It's gonna be a great show. It's good to see all of you here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. True and Victor are brand new Wrestling Predictions champions. It's good to see you all. I mean, last night was a crazy AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view. I think this tonight, WWE has a big opportunity to actually capitalize on that fire, that momentum that's going on right now in the world of professional wrestling. You know, it doesn't matter what promotion you're watching, it doesn't matter what promotion you watched last night. If tonight's show is also just as good, it just means that pro wrestling in total is on fire. So WWE has a huge opportunity here to keep the ball rolling, to keep this thing ablaze, to keep it on fire. That's what it's all about here. And Gerald is here. Gerald, good to see you. James is here. We have Andrew, True, Jeff, Gerald. It's good to see all of you here. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Friday, a great Monday here, and you're ready for a good episode of Raw. Hopefully, it's gotta be a good episode of Raw. Hopefully. And let's take a look and let's see what's happening here. Alright, so Raw is just about to start. It's about to roll into the whole thing. That's right. Let's take a look. So, apparently, you know, the whole thing that you're asking about Sean, Gerald, the whole thing you're asking about Sean Spears. So there are some rumors afloat. I saw something afloat about him on social media not too long ago, but I'm not too sure if it's accurate, if it's not. So I'm not gonna comment on that just yet. But there was something that he had some problems in the management or something, but I'm not buying those rumors, because I just thought they're just rumors. That's it. So let's see. And Jeff says predictions on how many commercials. I'm looking at about 14 commercials tonight. I think that's what my prediction here is for the commercials. 14 of them. But Becky Lynch is out here and she's kicking things off, and this is how I like it, right? When the show kicks off and you actually have a star kicking off the show instead of a highlight reel or, you know, a video package kicking things off. I like it a lot better when an actual star kicks things off, and Becky Lynch is here, so I'm happy. Hopefully this is gonna be a good show. And True, good to see you. That says here comes Becky. That's right, absolutely. Gerald, Gary, good to see you, my brother. And Moon's 22, it's good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Monday. Look at that. And Asuka, we're taking a look at what happened last Monday. You had the triple threat match, of course. Craziness. Yep. So this match was to determine if it was going to be a triple threat match or not. And we know it is going to be a triple threat. It's not going to be Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Bianca Belair triple threat. Now, only 4 matches have been confirmed for Hell in a Cell so far. That number must go up, should go up. I mean, last night we saw a pay-per-view which had 13 matches, so give me a break. 4 matches so far for Hell in a Cell, not the greatest idea. We need more matches. That's right. 3 years ago, Bayley and Sasha Banks became the first ever women's tag team champions, and it's a go-home show. Expect not to be a good show. There you go, Chris. Wow. Good to see you, man. And he says it's a go-home show. I expected it not to be a good show. It should be the opposite. It should be a good show, but again, you never know from WWE. Let's have high expectations, but at the end of the day, we'll have to find exactly what happens here. Lynch came out and they went to a video. I know, True, I know. Mega troll. I got trolled. That's what happened. Alright, let's see what does Becky Lynch have to say here. Okay.
Came out here and welcomed you to Monday Night Raw, because truth be told, I didn't feel up to it without my title. Truth be told, I didn't feel like coming out here and putting
Becky Lynch is providing an explanation. All right. Okay.
When I know that so many of you prayed for my downfall, didn't you?
Wow. You know what? Still a heel, not a face yet. Yeah, she came out here, acting like a babyface for a few seconds, but now still a heel, still like her good girl husband for sure. Becky Lynch looks good. That's right. For the first time ever, she's wearing something that's not too crazy. I mean, a bit futuristic still, but nothing too crazy. That's all right. And no Twitter side screen. Steve, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. So I thought the Twitter side screen could be here for the pay-per-views, but if you want the Twitter side screen to be here for the regular shows too, we can make that happen. I mean, let me know. Do you guys want the Twitter side screen for all the shows? details, let me know, and I will make that happen. Ricky, it's good to see you. And wow, it's a big day. You know what? It's a big day. We have Dale in the house, and my brother Dale, it's his birthday. Dale, a very, very happy birthday to you. If you guys didn't already know, Dale has been such a big supporter of this whole thing. I mean, one of the very first to support this channel and support me. Thank you so much for all the love, brother Dale. Much love back to you. I hope you had a great day, Dale. I hope you had a great day. Happy birthday, brother.
Haven't they always been? That never stopped me before.
Okay.
Because I defy the odds. I defy convention.
All right.
But right now, I'm going to take you back to Money in the Bank 2020. Let's have a look.
A very relevant promo here from Becky Lynch. That's right. We're looking back at Money in the Bank 2020. Wasn't this the year? That's right. It was the headquarters. On the rooftop of WWE headquarters, we had this whole crazy Money in the Bank match. Couldn't believe what was happening. It was a surreal moment, a surreal time in history. We literally had Money in the Bank on top of the headquarters. Weird. Very, very weird. That's right. Thursday, I turned 34. That's amazing, Chris. A happy birthday to you, too, in advance. It's great. She's not saying much. True. Now she is. She's talking a lot now. A lot.
Of her career.
That's right.
I handed her my title.
Oh, I see. That's right. You know what? I was so happy when Becky Lynch left. I'm like, all right, good. You know what? Maybe once she comes back, she's gonna come back better. But she came back, even more annoying. Annoying than ever. It's crazy.
That title until I came back, but then I would beat her, and then I would hold it, and nobody would ever be able to touch me ever again.
That's right.
But what I realize now is what I did is I created a selfish, entitled monster.
And that's you, Becky. Oh my gosh. Alright, so she says that she handed the draw title to Asuka, who was the Money in the Bank winner, which is why Becky Lynch gave her title over to her before she left on a maternity leave. And Becky says, I created a self-entitled and selfish monster in Asuka by giving her my title. But I think the only selfish monster that she actually created and self-entitled monster that she created was herself. Becky Lynch is more entitled than she ever was in history, that's for sure. And Bobby, it's good to see you. He's watching AEW Dark Elevation. That's where it's going down. Yeah, Bobby, that's amazing. Good stuff. And we have Moons in the house. It says about your commercial statement. Monday Night Raw is 3 hours. 3 into 14 is 42 commercials. No, I don't mean 42 commercials for the entire show. I think that'd be brutal. I don't think I'd be tuning in right now if there were going to be 42 commercials tonight. I meant 13 commercials or 14 commercials the entire night. That's what I meant. And there she is, Asuka. Yeah, with a big smile on her face, dancing around, having some fun.
Oh, Becky.
Oh, dear Lord.
You're still big time, baby.
That's right, Victor. We have our Galactic Champion in the house, Victor, who says this is still the big time baby. And look at True, the World Champion, with those big old eyes for Asuka. I love that. And Steve says, well, maybe pay-per-view. Beautiful, brother. Thanks for that. Thank you. Let's see what else do we have here. Hello, we all are here for another Raw Without Wrestling. That's right, Victor. Hopefully, there'll be some wrestling. That says there's going to be Seth Rollins wrestling tonight. We know that the contract signing is going to be taking place between Lashley and Omos, so that's going to be interesting. We know that Riddle is going to be teaming up with Shinsuke Nakamura to take on the Usos tonight, so that is going to be good as well. We look forward to all of that. Tony Khan said last night his Friday night. Alright, good for him. I mean, he's still continuing with that whole war thing and talking about how he won Friday night. Good for him, I guess. Good for him. And there she is, the champion, Bianca Belair in the house. Good to see her. That's right. Good to see you again, Ricky. It's good to see you. And Andrew says, good seeing you, AJ. WWE is up for the challenge. They are. That's right, brother. Absolutely, they are.
The fact that I have to defend my title at Hell in a Cell, and not just in a one-on-one match, because now thanks to Miss Becky Lynch.
You know, I said this about Eddie Kingston. I said this about him all the time, that he's one of the realistic guys out there. So realist, right? I mean, you look at him, he's very relatable. The people who look at him, they know that, you know, this is your regular Brooklyn guy. You know, you see anybody from Brooklyn wearing the Yankees hat, you know, wearing those the vest, the trunks. It's very, very relatable. This whole character, the way he just portrays his own anger and whatnot, very, very relatable. And if you look at Bianca Belair, also very relatable. Just, you know, so chill, so laid back, just so realistic, very, very cool. So these two characters, I feel, are just so relatable in wrestling that they are bound to be so successful. So good, just so good. The year was 2020, was Bayley held the SmackDown Women's title for 380 days, says Chris. Good times, yeah, good times. That's right. And Bianca Belair looking confident as they races the title hub between Asuka and Becky Lynch, looking Becky Lynch in the eye right now. Bianca Belair is confident, very, very confident, and Becky cannot take that confidence. She attacks Bianca Belair, and Asuka goes after Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch, okay, look at that. Bianca Belair wants to take care of Becky Lynch herself. She removes Asuka from the equation and goes to attack Becky herself, but no, Asuka doesn't want to stay back. She wants a piece of Becky. Bianca Belair wants a piece of Becky. Becky doesn't care what they want. She goes after Asuka, jumps on her, pushes her down. Bianca Belair raises Becky up on her shoulders, tosses her over the top rope to the other side of the apron, and down she goes. With a combined effort from both Asuka and Bianca Belair, down goes Becky Lynch. To the face here kind of team up. They don't want to team up, but they kind of team up here against the Ultimate Heel and Tail, against the Mount Rushmore of women's wrestling, at least right now. That is Becky Lynch. And speaking of that, the two faces are going to be fighting each other up next, which means it's now time for our first commercial break of the night. Again, guys, let's count. We're counting down how many commercials we get tonight, and the score right now is 1. First commercial in the first 11 minutes. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that nice? That's right. First commercial here. 10 minutes done with the show, and we go to the first commercial. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Let's see what else do we have here. We have Tariki, who says, imagine Asuka versus Ronda versus Becky. I know, right? But finally, we're going to be getting that Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey match of WrestleMania in Hollywood. I eagerly look forward to it. I think it's going to be a fantastic match. Lots to look forward to indeed. I think it's going to be a great match in Hollywood. Hollywood is going to be star-studded. The Rock, Ronda Rousey versus Becky. Lots to look forward to in Hollywood. Look forward. Let's see what else do we have here. Bobby says, AJ, who do you want to see The Rock's daughter's first opponent? Again, I feel like The Rock, if he's coming back, it's about time for him to actually put his daughter over, to get her on the radar, on the map. So when he comes back, he should absolutely do something with the daughter and get her, the fans' attention. WrestleMania, I think that should absolutely happen. So when she finally makes her debut, which I think should be around the same time when Gable Steveson makes his debut, around the same time, I think WWE would be on fire if they both somehow debut around the same time. I think it'd be great. But when she does make her debut, her first opponent, I feel, as big of a star that she is, I'm thinking Becky Lynch for sure. I think Becky would put her super duper duper over. 100% would put her over, without a doubt. Let's see what else do we have here. That's right, big old eyes for Bianca from True. MG in the house. Yo, yo, yo. Good to see you, brother. And Tony Khan called out Eric Bischoff last night. That's right, Ricky. Made a lot of statements. And CM Punk also, he was asked if people backstage like him, there's anything going on. He said, I'm old enough, I'm mature enough to give you a very diplomatic answer to this. So a lot of people like me, some don't. He basically suggested that, but he doesn't have a problem. He's all right. Fans are okay. People are okay. What about Cody Rhodes? That's right. Cody Rhodes has got to be here. Probably the main event. He's not wrestling yet tonight, but he's got to be here for some sort of a segment is what I know. We haven't seen, actually, guys, for the first time in 2 weeks, we have not seen Countdown to Cody, which is a miracle, isn't it? Kind of miss it from Raw, but it's a good thing because last 2 Raws have sucked. So maybe Countdown to Cody was a curse, which they have gotten rid of. Good stuff. What if Jade Cargill versus, I think Jade Cargill versus Belair would be crazy. I know, guys, I've been talking about Malcolm Bivens and how he should be managing Jade Cargill. Now that they're together, the other thing that I'm going to keep talking about is Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. Would be fantastic, Tariq. It would be amazing. Asuka Bianca up next. That's right, my brother Victor. What's the Galaxy title? So the Galaxy title is basically our predictions title. We have 2 predictions title. One is the World Championship. That is the current champion, of course, True. The Galactic Champion, that is the current champion, is Victor. So the World Championship is defended for every single WWE pay-per-view, whereas the Galactic title is defended for every single non-WWE pay-per-view like AEW or any of the pay-per-view out there. That's about it. And Jason here says, okay, why are we getting Bianca versus Asuka tonight? I guess we are getting it. I think the reason why we could be getting is that, and this is only my reason, 2 reasons. Number 1, filler. Number 2, you know how we got a bit of a picture right there from the first segment that Bianca and Asuka could be working together against Becky Lynch. I think that's the reason why we're getting this match, to let us know that, you know what, hey, don't just get on that. Don't jump on board of this assumption that they're going to be working together at Hell in a Cell. They're not. They're actually going to be wrestling each other tonight. I think that's why we're having this match, so that we can be assured that they're not going to be working together at Hell in a Cell. They're going to be working against each other at Hell in a Cell. Is what I feel is happening. That's right. 1 commercial so far. Steve and Chris says this match ends by no contest. Could happen. Could happen. And Jeff says 12 minutes, no matches, and we are 50 minutes done with the show already. So that commercial, by the way, was a 5 minutes long commercial, which is dreadful. And we come back from the commercial, and there you go. Bianca Belair has the upper hand right now. Asuka trying to fight back. Let's see how this goes. Okay, what is the Rock's daughter? Who's the Rock's daughter? Right now at the training center. I mean, she's been at the Performance Center for about 3 years now, training hard, trying to get back, in the ring here and make her strong debut. Hasn't done anything yet on NXT, hopefully in the future. Or maybe the main roster right away. We'll see how this goes. And is The Rock fighting Roman Reigns? That's right, Dad. It seems like he's going to be fighting Roman Reigns. Roman is going to beat up The Rock's daughter. That's right. Gonna happen. You never know, actually. That could be one hell of a way to get The Rock here, right? I mean, to summon The Rock. How is Roman Reigns got to summon The Rock? Because clearly, he's been calling himself the head of the table for way too long. The Rock doesn't seem to care. But maybe he raises his eyebrow on The Rock's daughter, and The Rock's got to be summoned, and he's got to be here. I think that's going to be a crazy way to do it. And look at that, guys. Asuka, Bianca Belair, I think true. I think you just spoiled the whole plans for Roman versus Rock right there with his daughter being put in the equation. I love that. Bayley should be The Rock's daughter's opponent. Yeah, I like it, Chris. Absolutely. I think that's going to be one future opponent for sure. Asuka via DQ, says Andrew. Could happen right now. Asuka has the upper hand. Bianca Belair is down. Let's see how this goes. CM Punk, the AEW champion. That's right. We are living in the summer of Punk 2.0 again, and hopefully it's going to be a good summer. CM Punk said the first person he wants to face as champion is Bryan Danielson. Can we just talk about how crazy Bryan was last night? I mean, the Anarchy in the Arena match was insane, but Bryan Danielson brought his A game. He did so well. Respect to him. Great stuff. And look at that. Would you look at that? We have Cody Rhodes, strip banner at the bottom of the screen. They're advertising him for tonight. They're advertising nobody else, but they gotta advertise Cody Rhodes. They gotta do that for sure. And Drew says it's gonna be no contest for this match. Interesting. And Dad says Becky Lynch is at the table indeed, so it could be a no contest indeed. Absolutely, guys. And we have James in the chat. James, good to see you, brother. He says Asuka better lose. Wow. Let's see. Bayley will be back at Hell in a Cell on Sunday, says Chris. Yeah, the hope's alive. We're praying. We're hoping. We're living on a prayer, as Bon Jovi once said. Hopefully, we see Bayley sooner than later, brother. Hopefully, we see her sooner than later. That's right, Ricky. Lots of MJF drama right now. And again, anything that has to do anything with MJF, I take it somehow with a grain of salt. And I don't know if I'm going to be taking this more seriously. Maybe it's just kayfabe. We'll find out, though. We will find out. What if Solo joins the Bloodline and becomes the leader along with The Rock? That'd be crazy. But again, you know what I've learned from the past is that don't try to replicate what we already have, and don't try to make it better, because it never is better. I mean, I'm not going to take you too far in history. I'm just going to give you the prime example of the Nexus. We had the Nexus, and then Nexus split. We had CM Punk come in and become the leader, and then Wade Barrett took his own people, and he formed the Core on SmackDown, and Core sucked. It absolutely sucked, and they tried to replicate the exact idea of Nexus. Didn't work out, so I think do not replicate what you already have. If you want to do something else, do something new, but do not replicate it. Doesn't work out. The second time, never a magic, that's for sure. Geralt says dream match. Thunder Rosa, Sasha Banks. Would love it. That's a great dream match indeed. And that says Asuka wins dream match. Jade Cargill and Chyna. That's good, MG. That's a great one. That's good. Nice. Interesting. And that's right. Ankle locked in. And Asuka in trouble here. Look at Bianca Belair. Asuka with those elbow strikes to Bianca. And okay, the sleeper hold's been locked in, and Bianca Belair trying not to fade out, but it's hard not to fade out when this submission is locked in, when your head's in trouble here, locked in tight by Asuka, and Bianca Belair using her pure strength to get out of the submission hold, still on her feet, gets Asuka up 90 degrees and slams her down. Look at the whole big suplex right there. Gotta love that. And we have Andy, my brother Andy, in the chat. Good to see you, bro. I was just wondering, where is Andy? Where is Andy? And Andy's here. It's good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Sunday. And Monday as well. Monday tonight, that's right. I think Asuka will take the pin this Sunday, says Dale. Interesting. And there we go. James says Asuka better lose. This is no good. Bianca wins after Becky comes out, attacks both Asuka and Bianca. There we go, says Ricky. Interesting. I like it. I like your opinions, guys. Could happen. Absolutely. And who will win between Raquel Rodriguez and Jade? I think Raquel is on fire right now. She is easily going to be the next big star of SmackDown, perhaps the WWE. I think Charlotte Flair has been carrying the roster on her back for way too long. It's about time she steps away, steps back, and Raquel Rodriguez is going to be the next big star. I do totally and firmly believe so. With that being said, guys, we go to commercial again. That's right, second commercial of the night. I don't know if this match really needed a commercial, but you know how this goes, guys. The show rolls on, we get a 15 minutes or 10 minutes long promo, then we go to commercial, then we get a 5 minutes commercial, we come back at about, 8:45 or something, or 8:15, and when we come back, we have a few minutes of wrestling and we go back to commercial. And that's exactly what happened here. We're looking at a commercial every 10 minutes, basically, or even less. And that's right, we are in commercial once again. I'm looking at another 5 minutes commercial, and this is how they're going to be eating up the entire 31st minutes of the show. So, a segment, 2 commercials or 3 commercials, and 1 little match in there. That's how you kill the first 30 minutes. Isn't that nice? Isn't that easy? And Tony Khan got stopped drinking in front of media and stopped doing the F-bombs, says Ricky. I totally agree. I feel like if you're the CEO, you've got a chip on your shoulders, you make an example for yourself, for your entire roster, for your team to follow. And if the CEO is out there dropping F-bombs, I don't think it's a very good idea. And it doesn't matter if you're a CEO of a wrestling company or not. There should always be class. You'll probably never see Vince McMahon dropping F-bombs in this day and age. It's a different time and era. We're not living in the Attitude Era anymore, so let's stop pretending that we are. It's a different era, absolutely. And you know what? AEW is also consumed by a lot of fans, younger and older, so F-bombs, not the most suitable. In front of media, absolutely not. And Becky just said she is a wizard. Oh, wow. I don't know if Jericho would be very happy with that, because we know right now the only wizard in pro wrestling is Chris Jericho with his fireballs. I'm actually surprised if he didn't get a fireball last night, but anyways, Jericho, still the wizard. We know that. And Chris says, I love the Nexus. That's right, I love it too. And Dad, this is indeed awesome. And Clay, it's good to see you. Commercial count is at 2. That's right, my brother Jason, at 2 right now. Let's see what else do we have here. Chris says number 2, break number 2. That's right, true. Roman Reigns wins at Mania, and Kenny Omega comes out 5-star match before it even begins. There we go. But I don't think Kenny Omega is going to be going to WWE at all, because I feel, and this is what, not just me, but I spoke with a few promoters as well, and they all seem to agree that the amount of money that the likes of Kenny Omega, the likes of Young Bucks are making right now, they're not going to be making the same money anywhere. Let it be the WWE or any other promotion. No other promotion is going to be paying the Young Bucks, or maybe Omega as well, the same or even more money than AEW is already. So it's highly unlikely that Omega or Young Bucks will ever show up in the WWE. Also, there are other reasons to it as well, but this also being one of the prime reasons. And that's right, Jeff. Break number 2. That's right. Andrew says, hats your thoughts on Nikkita. Oh, what's my thoughts on Nikkita? I see that. Andrew, I think Nikkita is great. Of course, she's injured right now, so taking a break. But I think she's fantastic, and she's going to be a big star without a doubt. If it's not for backstage politics, no. Because from what I've heard, is a super chill. She's super chill, not super corporate-y is what I've heard from the people who know Nikkita, personally. They know that she's a super chill lady, doesn't really deal with this whole corporate stuff. So as long as she's able to be that chill lady, and the corporate don't take her, the other way, I think it's going to be just fine. And if the politics doesn't come in her way, she's going to be a big star, without a doubt. I feel so. And that's right, 17 ads tonight, says James. That's big. All right, guys, let's predict it. I'm saying 14 ads tonight. James is saying 17. What's your predictions? How many ads are we going to be seeing here? And with that being said, we're back from the commercial break. We're back from the commercial ad. And you see Bianca Belair has Becky Lynch up. Asuka up. And tosses her down hard to the mat. And Asuka doesn't look too good. She looks like she's in some trouble here. Some serious pain here. Victor says Asuka's got to win. There you go. Everybody put 2. That's right. I miss AEW pay-per-view without the commercials. I know, Steve. I know that. It's about time Charlotte Flair loses to Ronda Rousey. That's right, Dad. Absolutely. What a big suplex, though, from Asuka to Bianca Belair. That was a big and bad suplex. And Bianca Belair right now, wow, takes a butt to the face. And Asuka is on fire. Becky Lynch looking very riled up. She is watching this very attentively. Yes, that's right. As she sits right there at the commentary desk, she looks confident, but she's also taking a very close look at detail here. Every single little detail, getting to know the weaknesses of her opponents right now. Jurassic Express Evolution is... Oh, I see. James says Jurassic Evolution 2 is crap. Now, I was expecting the new Jurassic Park film to be good since you have the older cast in there, but if it's crap, that's sad. It's really sad. We nearly got 2 fires last night. Oh, wow, that's right, true. You're right. Yeah, that's right. True fires, indeed. Yep, thank Eddie Kingston for that. That one fire could have been very, very vile, though. Very fatal. Hopefully, I'm glad that it did not happen. Hopefully, we never see it ever in wrestling or elsewhere. Look at that. Bianca Belair looking to superplex Asuka from the top turnbuckle. And she also takes a look at Becky Lynch, who sits there at the commentary desk looking right in her face. Wow, what is she? Is she Bianca Belair or is she Spider-Woman? The way she just flipped from the top turnbuckle. Beautiful. So good. Just so good. Look at that. Look at that. The Duos versus Young Bucks, that's right, that would be nice. Mercedes Martinez retained the ROH Women's World title. Yeah, she's going to keep defending it, keep putting it on the map, keep putting it out there for the people to remember that there is ROH World title that people need to care about, and she's going to keep retaining unless at least the next television pay-per-view, I guess. That's right, let's see what else is there. That's right, Shotzi. All right, James. Steve says Women's Tag Team Tournament is at Hell in a Cell. I don't know if we have any word on that yet. I don't even know if they have the whole brackets for the whole thing. I don't even know if they have enough teams for the whole tournament just yet. I don't think so. And Geralt says, that's right, Steve V. Back. Geralt says we're going to be seeing 15 commercials tonight. Interesting. Steve, I am not a fan of cricket. Never was, never got into it. Wrestling is it for me. Love wrestling. Absolutely. Passionately. And Asuka is down right now. She's tending to her kneecap, making sure that she is okay. It seems like Asuka is hurt. That's right. She had a bad landing on her knee, and she's ringside. She's down on her. I hope that she's just selling it. She's not really hurt because she does look hurt right now. But Bianca Belair is not going to be taking any crap from Asuka. Gets down, picks her up, and rolls her back into the ring. And now we're getting a bit of a confrontation between Bianca Belair as well as Asuka. But Bianca is not going to be taking any crap from nobody. No matter it's physical, no matter it's verbal, she gets back in the ring to lay the beating on Asuka. Asuka gets her down, goes for the cover, but Bianca Belair kicks at 2 right there. Bianca is a champion. She's got responsibility. She cannot look weak tonight. That is for sure. She cannot look weak. Let's see. Andrew says I'm going to go with 20 commercials. That's crazy. That says SmackDown is good. And Clay, once again, good to see you. And the Bailey title, you didn't win it, so yeah, that's tough. 1 hour 35 minutes until the Bloodline, says Jason. That's right. We all wait for the Bloodline. And don't know why Timmy got Jurassic Evolution 2. Oh, okay, all right, says James. And Victor says, I'll be 20 since it's a 3-hour show. You guys know the WWE a bit too well, right? Yeah, we've seen 14 commercials. We've seen, I believe, 13 last week. Or was it 14? So I'm still sticking to that 14 commercial slot, but you never know. We've already seen 2 in the first 30 minutes, so you never know. We could be looking at perhaps 20. Let's see how this goes. But Bianca Belair with a run-up right there. Okay. And Asuka very cleverly gets out of the way. Bianca Belair takes a hard fall on the mat, and Asuka goes for the roll-up, and Bianca Belair rolls her up. And with that being said, Bianca Belair with the victory. With a roll-up victory on Asuka, Bianca Belair wins this match. And look at the score right there. Andrew with the 0-1, Victor with the 0-1, Jeff with the 0-1, True with the 0-1. Look at that. I love that. Great stuff. Great stuff. And Tariq says they need to give Archer the heel turn and put him for the US or the IC title. I don't even know if they take the IC or the US title seriously, brother. And I don't know if they're ever going to be taking this guy, R-Truth, seriously. I doubt it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be investing their time or their efforts or their minds into any of it, because, you know, the WWE, they're happy with whatever they have and they like to stick to the basics. So they're like, R-Truth is a joke, and that's about it. That's right. Let's see. Becky Lynch, though, is the one with the last laugh as she walks out of the arena right now, walks out of the ring. That's right. She was the one with the last laugh, and both Bianca Belair as well as Asuka, both of them are down. Both of them unhappy, and both of them have blood. Wow. Alright, we're taking a look at Ezekiel from last Monday and what went down last Monday. Again, I must say that, you know what, when this whole thing started with Ezekiel, Elias, at first I was like, you know what, this is cool. Maybe this is gonna put Elias finally on the radar. I mean, when he was Elias, he had the spotlight for a bit, but he was never really the star. So I thought, you know what, maybe this is a blessing in disguise for Elias. Maybe it's gonna put him on the radar, but now, I don't know, I'm getting a bit tired of this whole thing. I'm a little exhausted of this, especially with Kevin Owens coming out here and complaining about how he's not Ezekiel, he's Elias and whatnot, and just the repeated cringe. It's getting a bit too cringy for me. I'm not too sure about this. I think it's a bit too cringy. And snooker is good, James. I mean, the game, snooker, why not? And Andrew says 0-1. That's right. Love that. Victor 0-1. Jeff 0-1. True 0-1. Good stuff. And that's right, Andrew. Bianca wins clean. The dominant champion right there. And with that being said, we have Dominic Mysterio and his father, Rey Mysterio, coming out here again. How long is Dominic Mysterio going to be living in his father's shadow? That's the question of the night. How long are we going to be seeing him coming out to his father's theme song? His music is strong, his lighting. How long is this going to continue? That is something that we'll have to see. And Asuka lost the match. That's right, that. Indeed, that happened. And Chris says Becky Lynch is not winning at Hell in a Cell because she is standing tall. Yep, that's something that we see a lot, right? Go home show. If you're standing tall, you're probably not going to be standing tall at the pay-per-view. But with that being said, we're going to be getting a 6-man tag team match here. The Sush Academy and Kevin Owens versus Mysterio, his son, and of course Ezekiel. Weird mix-up. I'm not too sure how the Mysterios got into this whole thing. I mean, they were busy with Veer Mahaan as far as I'm concerned. They were busy with Veer Mahaan, so now all of a sudden they're going to be here teaming up with Ezekiel and helping the brother out. Weird, but interesting too, I guess. And Andy says that was a dumb ending. Asuka should have gotten the win. I know, brother, but we're watching a dumb show, right? I mean, the last 2 weeks has been terribly dumb. Tonight, I'm hoping for something different, but we'll find out eventually how good or bad the show is going to be. That's right, Asuka lost 0-1. Nobody saw Asuka actually losing that one, so everybody's score right now 0-1, but that's okay. That's right, Victor. Mysterios is here. That's right, Tad. Again, and James says, oh no, not Dominic. That's right, Dominic is here, and they're going to be teaming up with Ezekiel. We'll see how this goes. That's right, MG, absolutely. Mysterios and Zeke. That's right. Tariq says, but that's the thing, R-Truth could always be more than that. And not only if they take him away for, let's say, 6 months and then come back as a heel, just like Bailey in 2019. Tariq, I absolutely agree, and I think that R-Truth is very talented. Not just in the microphone, but in the ring. I'm actually one of those few people that actually enjoyed R-Truth when he had that bit of a spotlight. I'd like to take you back to 2011 when R-Truth was basically in a big feud against John Cena. Remember Capital Punishment? R-Truth versus John Cena was actually one of the main events and highlighted the show. I remember the whole moment when R-Truth was so against John Cena and the fans hated John Cena. R-Truth took the cup from one of the fans and just spilled it on Cena. I remember all of it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed R-Truth a little bit, 5 minutes of fame right there in the main event spot. I enjoyed it. And I know that R-Truth is one of the absolute favorites of Vince McMahon, which is why he still has a job. Otherwise, had it been somebody else like Zack Ryder or all those people who were also jokes or jobbers, they all got released, they all got fired, but R-Truth still has his job, and that's because Mr. McMahon absolutely loves the guy. He's very creative, very cool, in the ring, out the ring, a creative genius. McMahon knows it, but still doesn't give him a push, doesn't give him a chance in the ring, which is quite sad. 36 years, Dominic Mysterio is a leech, says James, and that's the thing, 36 years old. Is he really that old? Wow, I thought he was about in his 20s. Is 36? That's, okay, let's see. Is he 36? That's crazy. Oh, no, it's 25, brother. I look it up right now. He says he's 25 years old, so not that crazy. It's okay. Matt Riddle is the one who's 36 years old, if I'm not wrong. But Dominic is 25, still living in his father's shadow. I think for 25, maybe that's acceptable. Maybe 26, and maybe in a year or two, he's going to be his own person, hopefully. But he's been on the roster for about 3 years now, 2-3 years. And he has not been able to move out of that shadow, which I'm not too sure if that's a good idea, because it almost feels like he's comfortable right there, and the WWE is comfortable over there, but they're not doing anything with him. There's no progress. I haven't seen any progress been made from the Dominic Mysterio that we saw in the Thunderdome to the Dominic Mysterio we're now seeing in front of the live audience. I haven't seen no progress whatsoever. And Victor, my brother, thank you so much. I really appreciate your very kind gesture. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And let's see, Andrew says the only thing that would make this show interesting if MJF shows up tonight, but that is not going to happen. That's right, Andrew. If that happens, you know, it's going to be crazy. And again, just like the great Bon Jovi once said, living on a prayer. So we can just live on a prayer here about MJF and him showing up, but that's probably not going to be happening for sure. And MG, thanks for that. Hit that like button. Indeed, WWE hasn't been understanding their fans for several years. A lot of these talent, they should be where they are right now. Again, I totally agree. And you know what? You should be listening to the fans to some capacity. But apart from that, you should also be having your own creative genius at work. You can't always listen to the fans because sometimes those ideas can be terrible as well. But you need to have your own creative genius. You need to understand where this whole thing is headed. But at times, WWE just turns a blind eye towards its fans, which is a big problem. And there you go. It's time for Sush. It's Sush time, because the Alpha Academy coming out right now, just so irritating, so annoying. The Raw is starting off in a very annoying note here for sure. Okay, let's take a look at the time though. We have had 3 commercials so far, and we're looking at about 36 minutes of the show done. Interesting. You know what? But one thing that is also different here is we're going to be getting 2 matches in the first hour of the show, which is unheard of when it comes to Monday Night Raw. I mean, last week we had 3 matches in the first 2 hours. So tonight, 2 matches in the first hour. What is this world we're living in right now? I have not heard of so many matches in a single hour ever in a WWE show. Ron Killings should have been the world champion for WWE back then. I agree, Andy. Absolutely. Archer need to be heel again like in 2011. I agree with that. Yep. You know, set him on fire once again. Archer defeated T-Bar on WWE main event. Yeah, I guess that's an accomplishment. And Chris says maybe Sunday we see Elias, the real Elias, hopefully. I mean, CGI is crazy. They could use CGI, they could use something backstage, some editing power, magic, and give us both Elias and Ezekiel on the Tron at the exact same time. And headlock locked in right now on Rey Mysterio. We have the Sush guy in control here, which makes me sick. Rey Mysterio with the counter, the Sush guy with the counter, and with the headlock locked in right now, Rey Mysterio trying to fight back. Punch to the midsection right there, Irish strip to the Sush guy, and Sush guy now with the shoulder tackle to Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio turning this around. Look at that counter, that reversal, and Rey is on fire right now. Look at that. Yep, that's right. The Sush guy is seeing stars right now. Ezekiel runs out like a jobber. That's right, true. He runs out like a custom-created superstar. Still has no T-shirt. Still has no merchandise. I don't even know what his theme song is, but yeah, he looks like a created superstar for sure. The Miz versus Kenny Omega says that. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. KO to win says true, and we have Wonders GTA here, and he says, hey, I subscribe. It's good to see you, Wonders GTA Gaming. You, Karen? That's an interesting name, but it's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome on board. And Anders says, if MJF would show, AJ would lose his voice. You know the drill. If something big is happening, I lose my voice, and I have no problem in that. And that Stone says, Victor, that would be a squash match. Indeed. And right now, we have Dominic Mysterio. And you know what? Don't get me wrong. I think Dominic is a good worker. One of the best workers that they have right now. Really good. I mean, very quick on his feet, on his toes. Really very cool. He can dance with his dad, and not a lot of people can do that, and he can rightfully do it, and do it beautifully. But again, the mask, I think the absence of mask is a big problem. I think he should have had the mask. I think he would have been a big sell if the mask was still on. I think not having the mask hurts Dominic Mysterio, because unfortunately for him, he is a literal baby face, and it's hard to take him as a seriously. It's hard to take him as a threat when you've got guys like Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and countless guys on the roster who are just very, very scary, and you've got Dominic Mysterio. You just can never imagine Dominic being that world champion or being in that main event spot, because there are vicious people. There are much more intimidating and scary guys on the roster, and Dominic just doesn't stand up against them. Does not. With that being said, we go back to commercial, the fourth commercial of the night right now. So that's that fourth commercial of the night. Indeed, we saw about 4 minutes of action here, 4 or 3 minutes of action before we go to commercial. It's been 39 minutes of the show. Interesting. Let's see how this goes down. And is AJ Styles wrestling? He should be. He should be. They haven't advertised it yet, but he should be wrestling. 2 weeks ago, we only had one match. That's right, Victor. Only had one match in the second hour. We barely had 2 matches. Barely. But we did have 2. So 3 matches in the first hour. Let's see. Let's not get too excited here, though. We're getting 2 matches in the first hour tonight. So what does that mean for the second hour? Maybe no matches at all? We'll find out. And Timberlake says, in the multiverse, Owen Hart versus Kenny Omega. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. R.I.P. Owen, but I'm so glad that Owen, finally, once again, people are talking about it. Once again, the wrestling industry can appreciate, can admire Owen, and now with the permission of his wife. Beautiful stuff. And Andy says, Big James has hinted that he could have a reunion with Billy Gunn soon in AEW. Interesting. Okay. Billy Gunn James. Interesting. We'll see how this goes. Gerald says, why is WWE so shifty? I think there's an answer in your own question, brother. And Andy says, Geralt, WWE is so shifty because they keep doing the same different stuff all the time with the same guys winning. That should not. That's a very good answer, Andy. Good answer. The problem with Mysterio is he's plain. He has no identity. He just feels he's boring, says MG. And I agree. I feel like Dominic can be so much more. He comes out with a colorful outfit, and that's the only thing that is colorful about Dominic Mysterio. He has a nice little smile on his face, but that's about it. I don't know anything else about Dominic Mysterio. Truly, I just do not. I want to know more about Dominic. I want to know what layers of his personality exist. I want to know how he cuts a promo, for example. I don't think I've seen him talking a lot. He just looks like a kid who can wrestle, who can play basketball, who can do this cool stuff. That's about it. Who gets to go to work with his dad every week and be the star in his own right. That's the Dominic that I know. I know nothing else apart from that. So I totally agree. There's nothing, no character development done with Dominic Mysterio whatsoever. No vignettes, nothing. No storytelling, nothing. You know what? Rey is his father. They're not even using that to the fullest potential. Not at all. And Jade Cargill versus Sasha Banks versus Thunder Rosa. Last women match. Oh yeah, that'd be nice, Tad. And M. Gene says Rey Mysterio Jr., no identity. There you go. Okay. And what's up, AJ? Happy Memorial Day, brother, says Tribal Chief. A very happy Memorial Day back to you, brother. I hope you're all doing well. Memorial Day is an important day to take a moment to remember and honor all those people who sacrificed their everything for the safety of us, no matter where we're from in this world, no matter if our country is celebrating Memorial Day today or not. It is time for us to reflect and just take a second, take a minute to honor and to think about all those people who just selflessly sacrifice everything, their family time, their life, everything for our safety. It's an important day. And that's right, True Break is on right now. I'm back. What did I miss? James, brother, you didn't miss much, brother. I mean, we already done with the first match, and now we have the 6-man tag right now. It's Ezekiel versus Mysterio and his son versus Kevin Owens and the Sush Academy happening right now. And Victor says, AJ, how about putting a pic of the Owen Hart title? All right, Victor, I'll do that, brother. And Chris says, because Raw and SmackDown, there is no Bayley. That's right. Maybe we're not going to be getting Bayley this week either. Maybe Hell in a Cell. We're living on a prayer, as Bon Jovi said. And Andy says, Andrew, there's rumors they are to be defending those titles. Again, if they defend those titles, I don't know that that's a great idea. I mean, there's already a lot of titles. And again, where would that title stand? It definitely would not be the world title. I'm not too sure if calling it a mid-card title would be okay either. So I'm not too sure if that title should be defended. I'm a bit too skeptical about that. Not too sure about that. Let me know, guys, if you would like to see the Owen Hart titles being defended on AEW. And look at that. Otis went for a big one. He wanted to squash Dominic Mysterio, but Dominic Mysterio gets out of the way, and Otis takes a hard fall right there to the mat. Otis is trying to crawl to his people. He's trying to crawl to his friends right there, and so is Dominic Mysterio Mysterio trying to call to Ezekiel, and Ezekiel, the hot tag has been made to Ezekiel and to the Sush guy. I hate this guy. The Sush guy in with the tag. You know what? I actually found it. I was thinking, who would annoy me more than Sammy and Tay? And I think the Sush guy probably annoys me a little bit more than Sammy. I probably can't stand Sammy for a second when he's not making out with Tay, but I cannot stand this Sush guy, also known as Chad Gable. I cannot stand this guy at all. And Dominic needs to go to NXT, says James. Yeah, I think he just, better perfectly scarfed. Let's do that. And James says, if you're new, please like and subscribe to Wrestlenews. Oh, thanks for that, James. I totally forgot to pitch that again. That's right. If you guys are watching this for the first time, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button and be a part of the family. And Gary says, can't put all the blame on Dominic Mysterio. Creative and booking are so to be blamed. That's right, Gary, 100%. I don't think that oh my gosh, look at that. Rey Mysterio, by the way, goes flying down on Otis and kicks him out of the ring. Otis is down, and Kevin Owens is in the ring right now. He just throws Dominic out of the ring, and Rey Mysterio going after Kev. That's right, he's setting it up for the 619. Rey Mysterio with the run-up right there, and look at that, 619. Oh, and Kevin Owens gets out of the way a real too soon. Wow, look at that. And Chad Gable down, Ezekiel right now on fire. It is a double T move that we're going to be getting, a triple T move we're going to be getting here. That's right, look at that for you. I can see your match is already done, and Ezekiel and Mysterio clearly must have won, right? They must have won. That's it. Good stuff. Gotta go for the cover as Ezekiel. 1, 2, and 3. That's right. Just got over for me. Ezekiel and Rey Mysterio and his son with the win here. Good stuff. And we have Joey in here. Joey, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And Gary, I totally, fully agree with you. You know what? I probably put only 10% of the blame on Dominic Mysterio. The rest, all rest on the on the WWE creative room, their whole board. They are the one who have messed up Dominic Mysterio. There's no creativity going on with this guy, and that's WWE's fault, basically. They're creative genius. It's their fault. I totally agree. And Derek says, what is Dominic's heel turn? And picks on Eddie's story. Could happen, should happen, anything that's possible to get him on fire, to get him out there, to have a little bit of storytelling with Dominic would help his career a lot. But they're not doing that, and that just sucks. And that's right, Dad. We're going to be having Lacey Evans debuting tonight. I mean, wrestling debut. It's going to be happening. She's going to be in action tonight on Raw. We'll see how this goes. I could see it being similar to the FTW title. Again, how many of those do we need, right? That's the thing. Otis was the Money in the Bank winner. He was, and we all know what happened. The Miz got involved. The Money in the Bank got taken away. What is Kevin Owens doing here? Kevin Owens is not happy just flipping those pages, those papers. He is not happy. And True says Veer Mahaan will command the Mysterios. Let's see how this goes. But Kevin Owens is going crazy. He's going nuts. Again, all of this cringe is something that I'm a bit too done with. You know what? When it comes to Kevin, I kind of had fun. He's taking this Ezekiel thing so seriously. It's actually funny. But now I'm like, this is getting a bit too cringy. I miss the old Kevin Owens, who was the Universal Champion, who was the always serious guy, who was here. And when he was here, shit went down. I miss that Kevin Owens. Now it's just cringy, and I don't get it. I don't understand. And let's see, Dale says that's right. And one-on-one predictions, Chris, beautiful stuff. And Victor says I'd like to see them defend those titles, but I like to bring them being defended as mixed titles. I actually like that. Actually, yes, that's a good idea. We don't have the mixed titles yet in AEW, and you could actually capitalize on this whole tournament to introduce to us those mixed titles in form of the Owen Hart tournament titles. Actually, I like that, Victor. That's a genius, brother. Genius idea. I love it. And let's see, 0-2 for True. A rough night for True here for our world champion. Look at that. And Victor says 1-1. That's right. If both Dominic and Rey, yes, a 619, it will be called 12-2-1-6. Interesting, James. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Oh, wow. Look at that. This is WWE's favorite time of the night. Cody Rhodes is coming out, and he's coming out in the first hour of the show. Wow, okay. Maybe that is why we didn't have countdown to Cody tonight. Cody Rhodes coming out here, looking good in that suit. Nice. Let's see where this goes tonight. Kevin Owens went crazy indeed. That's right, he was very upset. And I believe it too, Gary. I think R-Truth is a creative genius. Would do great in the creative. I agree, Gary. And that's right. James says WWE helps with insomnia. Just watch Dominic Mysterio. That's not a good thing. I don't think that's how Dominic Mysterio is booked But that's sad that Kevin Owens is gone. They're getting Cody out of the way. That's right, they are. I wonder if they have bigger things in store for the rest of the show. I mean, Cody Rhodes is coming out here in the first hour, which makes me a bit more optimistic about the rest of the show. I mean, they're not hanging on. They're not holding on to the Cody Rhodes promo to sell tonight's Raw for us. That's good. That's good. He's coming out here early, which hopefully means they've got bigger things coming out in the rest of the show. Let's see how this goes. That's right, Dad. It's Cody Rhodes. WWE needs all the commercials for extra money to pay off. That's right. That's right. You know what? They go all out for Cody Rhodes and his Pyros. I wonder. You know what, guys? You know that the honeymoon phase for Cody Rhodes is over when they get rid of the Pyros. And until they do that, the honeymoon phase is still going on. You know that for sure. Yeah, that's one way to know that WWE has kind of given up for Cody Rhodes is when they give up on his Pyros. That's for sure. And Cody Rhodes has an awesome suit. He kind of stole my gimmick with the suits. I was the first one to do it, and now he stole it. But that's okay. At least he looks good at it. And then James says, well, we have had the 2 matches tonight. That's right. That's right, and Cody Rhodes here for some talking. We'll see how this goes. Cody's out for the first hour because it's Memorial Day, and he has on red, white, and blue. That makes sense, Victor. Good catch, brother, good catch. Let's see. If that's the case, you know what, I probably wouldn't have a problem with him opening the show. I think that would have been nice, but let's see what does he have to say here. Fans look happy for Cody, that's right. Yeah, look at those big smiles on their faces. And Andy says Dominic was booked better in Lucha Underground. They never got to finish Lucha Underground, closed its doors. And the people who have worked there always have good things to say about Lucha Underground. They had a good time there. It's sad. Okay. And with that being said, we go to commercial, of course. We're going to get another commercial here. Is it the 4th or the 5th commercial of the night? But we are almost done with the first hour of the show, and we go to commercial real quick. Let's see what else do we have here. Andy says Dominic was booked better in Lucha Underground. Yep, that's right, brother. And James says, let's get the likes to 100. That's nice, James. It's a good goal. I love that. And 0 and 1 Jeff. That's nice. Cody Rhodes wants payback on Seth freaking Rollins. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. I mean, Cody Rhodes already has the 2 advantage over him, right? 2 matches so far, and he's won both of them. Best of 3 kind of doesn't make sense here because Cody already has the upper hand, but we'll see how this goes down at Hell in a Cell. Victor says, commercial number 5. Thanks for that, Victor. So commercial number 5 it is. We got 5 commercials in the first hour of the show. Interesting. Interesting for sure. Let's see how the rest of the show goes down tonight, guys. I mean, Cody Rhodes out here. I'm a bit too optimistic here for tonight's show, actually. You know what? We got 2 matches. Cody Rhodes comes out to kick off basically the second hour of the show with a nice little segment. I'm a bit optimistic here because the first hour flew by and we had fun, right? We had fun. The first hour was nice. And look at that. Commercial Mania, says Michael King. Good to see you, brother. Commercial Mania running wild again. That's right. And we've gotten a bit too used to it that we don't even have a problem with it anymore. If Cody loses, he will not be taken seriously, says James. Yep, that's right. That's right. Better not lose. Better not lose. I think he should keep his momentum going. Stay hot. Stay red hot. I know how to get Tony Khan mad. MJF showing up. Oh, yeah, you know that's going to get him more than mad. More than just mad. That's for sure. Yeah, the whole thing with MJF right now is a bit too crazy. Yeah, Tony Khan, not happy at all, not happy. And if you look at what happened at Double or Nothing, what happened backstage, so if you look at what the Dirt Sheet reporter is saying, it says that up until right before MJF was scheduled to appear in his match against Wardlow last night, there was finally confirmation that he would be showing up to compete, and this was after a long recorded saga of MJF skipping the scheduled meet and greet and whatnot. We know about it all the time, and it is being said that he arrived at the arena at the last minute for his bout, which is interesting because, you know what, first hour, or yes, that's what I would say, first hour or even more than the first hour before the show, we knew that confirmation, we had that confirmation that MJF was gonna be there and he was gonna be opening the show. So for the Dirt Sheets to say now that he just appeared at the last minute is kind of not true. But let's go on, let's see what the Dirt Sheets are saying here. Another update coming from PW Insider has that MJF arrived at the arena while the buy-in pre-show was still airing. Again, I don't think that's right because before the buy-in, we already had the confirmation that MJF was going to be kicking things off. And immediately he was sequestered into the room, alright? Okay. So when MJF's music hit, he wasn't waiting in the gorilla position is what they're saying. Interesting. And it says that they're going to be having a meeting. Fightful says that MJF and AEW management are going to be having a meeting. They both are in Las Vegas right now, and a meeting is scheduled between the two sides. And nothing has been resolved. So there was an agreement that was reached just for Double or Nothing, but nothing has been resolved between the two parties just yet, is what they're saying. I believe a bit of it. A very little bit of it. I don't believe a whole lot of this whole thing. I kind of feel like we're getting worked, so we'll see how this goes. And Gem Jean says, Monday Night Commercial, Cody Rhodes needs a championship. I think he will have a championship eventually. Tony Khan is about it. I love that. That's right. By the way, guys, we're back from commercial. Let's see how this goes. Would Seth Rollins actually lose to Cody 3 times in a row? Maybe. The screw job is in the works, true. Let's see. Let's see. And Victor says they have to have the almighty Bobby Lashley on the show since he was an army sergeant. I agree, and he will be on the show. I think he'll be doing a contract signing here tonight, so that's good. Also, what a great day for Lacey Evans to be making her wrestling debut on Raw as a new Lacey Evans. We'll see how that goes. And that's right, Julia Hart finally a heel. It's got to be good. It's got to be great. Let's see what does Cody have to say, though.
Seth freaking Rollins from his career and ascent through WWE. The distinct structure, the brutality is unparalleled. The score will be settled this coming Sunday.
Yeah, I'm definitely on tape delay. Let's see. And again, good to see you, Mr. Singh. Let's see what else do we have here. The fans are making some noise for Cody Rhodes. That's right. They love Cody. They love this guy.
I'm going to say something that might surprise you. I have always been a fan of Seth Rollins. Yes. From the very, you want to know who else you saw said potential? One of his teachers down in NXT.
That's right. So he's talking about his father, right? That's right. So he's talking about how his father saw a lot of potential in Seth Rollins, and he has always been a fan of Seth Rollins himself. That's nice. That's nice. Thanks for that, James. That's right. People who are new, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. Thanks for that, my brother James. The chance for Dusty Rhodes, indeed, one of the very, very best out there. Yes, that's right. Mr. Singh, good to see you. Thanks for that, Andy.
Generational talent.
That's right.
Well, I think we all know Seth Rollins lives up to the hype.
He does. The architect, the messiah. So good.
You're me, you get the call. I'm going to get my second chance, and it's going to be against Seth Rollins. I'm going to be competing at a WrestleMania. Again, I might surprise you with what I say here, guys. I was nervous.
Wow.
No. I was very nervous because everything.
So can somebody else do it? You know, I know we got a lot of the Randy Orton versus John Cena matches, a lot of them. But can somebody in this day and age get us excited about 3 same matches in a row back to back, as Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins are doing right now? I mean, you know, WrestleMania, then Backlash, and now Hell in a Cell. And I'm excited about the third match as well. I think it's going to be great. And I don't think that a lot of people can do this right now to me and get me excited for the same match 3 times in a row, as Cody and Seth Rollins are doing right now. I think it's going to be a great match. I look forward to it. And that says, I don't think we'll be heel until next year. I think you're right. That's right. And I think the next match should be Hell in a Cell. That's right, James. It's got to be Hell in a Cell. 100%.
But that's one of the things that makes Seth Rollins so dangerous.
Look at that.
So Sunday at Hell in a Cell, I am walking in to the biggest challenge.
Joey says, the crowd is so dead compared to last night's AEW pay-per-view. I mean, you really gotta give credit to last night's crowd in Las Vegas. They were loud, and they were loud from the very beginning until the end, 6 hours into the action, and they were loud, very loud. They had a great time, but again, they had 13 back-to-back matches and debuts and surprises. It was great. Tonight's show has been nice. I mean, we got 2 matches already, which is great. Stuff that we should be grateful for is actually getting a lot of matches from Monday Night Raw. It's good, and we're getting that tonight, so that's great. But again, if you compare last night's shows to tonight's show, not the same. Last night was a pay-per-view, lots of big matches, big action. Tonight, not nearly the same, that's for sure. And Seth freaking Rollins coming out here.
Hear the message
And it's interesting, even when Seth Rollins is coming out, I don't hear the crowd really making a lot of noise. It's true. It's true. And look at that. Seth Rollins needs to stop laughing like that, says Dad. Alright. And Victor says, what is he wearing? Alright, so I haven't seen him yet. He's still not out for me. I'm intrigued to take a look at what he's wearing. Second. Let's see. Let's see. M. Gene says he looks like a clown. I haven't... Oh my gosh, what the hell is he wearing? Is that I'm pretty sure I've seen Becky Lynch wearing the same exact outfit before. I am sure that we've seen Becky Lynch with that same exact jacket and those sunglasses too. Yes, he looks like a clown. This is... wow, nerve-wracking. Whatever he's wearing right now is nerve-wracking. This is crazy. Why is he wearing that? It's awful. Joy WWE audiences are that because they know they have no fun comedy, says Andy. Look at that. Wow.
It's really quite simple. I don't like you.
And he came out here in a very hideous attire just to tell Cody, I do not like you. What the hell is he wearing? He literally is wearing, that's right, true. He is wearing Becky Lynch's clothes. I don't know what happened. Did he forget his suitcase? Did British Airways and American Airlines forget his suitcase, lose his suitcase, that he had no clothes left but his own vice clothes? Weird as hell. Jason says, look at what Seth is wearing, a robe without a shirt. Underneath, I think it's a smoking jacket. I don't know, man. I think it's super duper weird. Yeah, especially the waistline. That's a Becky Lynch outfit for sure. That's right, true, absolutely. And Ricky with those big old eyes for Seth Rollins. Look at that. Vince needs to go, says Michael. Seth Rollins acting like a clown, says Dad. And Seth Rollins doing his best huge Hefner attire. That's a good one. Yep. Gary says Seth Rollins is a trendsetter. If this is gonna be the next trend, I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it.
You left WWE 6 years ago.
That's right.
Because you weren't good enough.
There we go. Okay. He says you left the company because you just were not good enough. And that was a time when Seth Rollins was the best, was the guy. Was been put forth as the guy of the WWE. Just the future. So good. And airline lost his clothes. That's probably what happened, Andy. Maybe Becky burned his clothes. And you know she's that crazy. She can do that for sure. Seth knows how to work the crowd. Indeed, James, he can keep that trend. Wait a second, True. What are you talking about? That's right. Only he can keep that trend. That's right. But still, it's just traumatizing. I don't want to see him in these vicious attires every single Monday. Crazy. There we go. A bit insecure, are we not here? Seth Rollins says, you don't get to be the conquering king, the king here in my kingdom. It's not going to happen. You're not going to conquer my own kingdom, which is the WWE. AJ, do you have a big announcement today? That's right, Jeff. I did have a big announcement today. It's got to be coming up shortly. Let you know. And Cody Rhodes is really better than Seth Rollins, says Dad. Yep, that's right. Victor says Seth needs to take notes from Dupree. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? Victor, you 100% make sense. We know that Max Dupree is right now on SmackDown. I think he should change gears and be on Raw and make a whole faction with Seth Rollins. Make him his first honorary member for sure. Yeah, he could benefit from some Dupree. I agree, Victor.
From this American nightmare.
Look at him. So annoying. You know what? The one thing I like about Seth Rollins, which a lot of people do not like, is his laugh. It's just weird in its own way, and just, it's contagious. Maybe not contagious, but it's crazy. I like his laugh. It's so evil. A bit too cringe. I like it. I think Seth does it beautifully.
This barricade? What is stopping us? Why are we waiting? It seems, as polite as I've been, the time for talk is over.
Alright, Cody Rhodes says the time for talk is over. Let's get in the ring right now. Hop over the barricade. Let's get to it right now. Seth Rollins is acting very calm. That's right, indeed. what Jade Cargill as was WWE Superstar? I don't believe so. No, I don't think so. Alright, and Cody Rhodes takes off his jacket. Seth Rollins has been invited to the ring. Is he gonna make his way there? And that's right. No socks, Seth Rollins. That's right. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. What else do we have here? Cody Rhodes makes awesome promos. Indeed he does. It's on. It's upon us right now. And I'm probably a few seconds behind you guys. Look at the fan, though. The fan with a pat to the back of Seth Rollins. Wow.
I'll see you Sunday.
Alright, he says, you know what? I'm going to be seeing you Sunday. And Dale says the brawl is on. It's on. Okay. Let's see. The fans must love being so up and close to these stars right now. Cody Rhodes is not going to be seeing him only on Sunday, but he's going to be seeing him tonight. And as you see right now, they're both fighting in the crowd, in the fans right now. And the fans are having a good time for sure. You talk about last night, the Anarchy in the Arena. This is WWE's version of the Anarchy in the Arena. The Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, two of the top stars of Raw, are literally fighting, brawling in the fans, in the crowd right now. This is crazy. Cody Rhodes gets him on top of his shoulders. Seth Rollins goes down again. Back and forth punches. That's right. Look at that. Both of them trying very hard. Cody Rhodes' suit is too tight for him to fight, and that's right. I totally agree. It seems like he's not too comfortable. Maybe he should have opened up the buttons of his suit. A bad idea not to do that. Look at that. The fans are having a great time. Yep. The phones are out. People are making some noise. And through the barricade goes Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes with a spear to Seth Rollins. That's right. That's right. True. He finally unbuttons his shirt, but the suit still buttoned up. The first hour wasn't bad. I agree, Gary. You know what? The first hour kind of flew by. I had fun. A barricade spot indeed. Cody Rhodes is mad, mad, mad. I just saw Curtis Axel. Wait a second, Chris. Now that was it. Wait a second. You're right. Actually, you're right. Wait. I see Daivari over there. I see Helms over there. That's right. Is that Curtis Axel? I do see Daivari. I see Helms. I'm not. Wow. Of course, Adam Pearce is over there. It's crazy. Wow, the Hurricane is there indeed. Yep. Interesting, okay. And once again, Seth Rollins gets in the ring and he's trying to go back to Cody Rhodes, and they're not able to keep these two people apart. They're not able to keep them away from each other. They're still brawling as the security guys, the referees, and the management trying to separate these two. This is a war right now. They are mad, mad, mad. AJ, I've heard what happened to Zia Brookside. I'll take a look, brother. I'll take a look in just a second. That's right. Let them fight, says Victor. It's all going to go down this Sunday. They gave us a bit of a tease right here tonight, but for the full story, for the full movie, we got to tune in this Sunday. That's right. I thought Curtis was wrestling again. He's in a suit with Hurricane. That's insane. I do see him. He's in a suit. That's right. That's true. I did hear something about Curtis Axel, possibly. I did hear something about him. That's right. Possibly wrestling again. Yes. Did hear about it, but now he's in a suit. A producer now, perhaps. Good for him. Good for him. And these two are still... Wow. They're still going at it. Still going strong. Cody Rhodes and Seth cannot be separated. These two are doing a horrible job. The referees, the executives doing a horrible job at keeping these two apart. That's for sure. I love it too, Dale. I think this brawl kind of reminds me of the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar brawl from 2015 was the year when Taker came back after losing his streak at Wrestlemania. He came back to fight Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And when he did return, and when we had, I believe, the contract signing and whatnot, we did get a big, big, big bad brawl between Taker and Lesnar. It was the craziest thing ever. And I remember, flying down from India. Of course, I had to fly there because I lived there at the time. But I was in India at the time the whole brawl happened. And I was scheduled to be in America, back in America in just in time for SummerSlam. I flew back to America just 2 days before SummerSlam. Went to SummerSlam, went to Raw, went to SmackDown. What a great week that was. Incredible week. And let's see, James says another ad, commercial number 6. Indeed, at least Cody Rhodes is on Raw. That's right, Tad. Curtis Axel is a TV backstage producer. Thanks for that, brother Andy. And we have Tony here. He says, "Sup, AJ? The nightmare has just begun." That's right. Tony is in the house. Good to see you, brother. The nightmare is upon us. We just saw a brawl between Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and of course Seth freaking Rollins. nice little brawl over there, and I think I'm more excited about Hell in a Cell now than I ever was. It should be a good match, a good cage match, and I hope that these two actually climb that cage. I love it. I think when it's a Hell in a Cell match, it only makes sense if you capitalize on this whole stipulation, the cage, the cell, and climb on top, do something crazy with it, and I hope Cody or Seth do something crazy with it. And James says, AJ, thank you. I just thinking of Taker and Brock Lesnar feud. That's right, James. Great minds think alike, brother. And that says, Cody Rhodes pissed off. Indeed, very, very pissed off. Chris says, Bayley and Sasha Banks have the amazing match at NXT Brooklyn for the NXT Women's Championship at 2015. Indeed, good times indeed. Now, about the announcement, I was supposed to be making an announcement tonight, and I'm just going to be telling you guys that you already know that I've been busy with doing a lot of stuff for the channel, from the watch-alongs to the news and a lot of stuff that we've done. We're going to be making it a lot more systematic. There's going to be a whole schedule that you're going to be seeing ahead of time for every single show. So let it be Raw, SmackDown, any other show, you're going to be seeing a whole calendar for these watch-alongs that we're going to be doing. You're going to be having every single week, you're going to be having a weekly show or weekly shows, let it be the interviews or something else. You're going to be having also them in the calendar, so you'll know what date, what time, what show is going to be on there. We're going to be having a whole calendar because we have a lot of shows coming up, not just from myself, but we also have wrestling that's going to be here from one of the topmost independent promotions in India right now, are going to be having in America right now, are going to be having their wrestling show right here on this channel. And a lot more content. It's going to be coming up very soon. Wrestling is going to be bigger than ever, better than ever. Of course, there's one more very big announcement that is still yet to come, and that is going to be groundbreaking, something that's never happened before, and it's going to be taking Wrestling News to a whole new level. I'm going to be talking about it hopefully in a day or two, and I'm going to be telling you guys about it. You guys are going to be the first ones to know about it, but just like I said, it's going to be a whole new ball game as we move forward. This week, things are going to change for the better. And Seth Rollins needs to go to a movie deal. He's a Joker 2.0. Indeed, Victor, he really is. So good. But you know what? Not a movie deal, please no. You know what? I know that we have lost some of the great wrestlers to Hollywood. And I know we're possibly going to be losing Roman Reigns also to Hollywood. Let's not lose Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is a great guy. I love him whenever he's on TV. I don't want to lose him to Hollywood. Definitely not. And if he goes, we know that Becky Lynch might go as well. So hopefully not. And Cody Rhodes looks so evil when he's bad. Yeah, and I love Cody Rhodes in his suit. Just so professional, so good, so evil. Just great stuff. And thank you, James. Really, really appreciate it. Much love to you, my brother. Much love to you. And that says Cody Rhodes needs to chill out. Bayley have been in WWE since July 9, 2021. Crazy. Almost a year now. Almost a year. And he says, don't forget us when you get bigger stardom. No, Andy, never, ever. I've said this before. There have been times, hard times. I've seen very hard times with this whole journey. There have been times when I said, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I'm just not worth it. Maybe this just, this it got too political at one time as well. So I thought maybe, I should just hang up. But you guys have always been supportive, so loving, and just so encouraging. I can never forget you. As I say, it's a family forever. We're going to get bigger, that's for sure. We're going to get that stardom, that's for sure. But we're going to be a family forever and a day. That's 100%. And Cody took notes from Regal with the suits. That's right. And you guys are always going to be the family, the A part, the most important part of this family as it gets bigger. And that's right, Chris, Victor, James, it is time. It's a blissful time because out comes Alexa Bliss. And I hate being behind you guys for these shows because I always get spoiled in the comments, which is okay. But wow. Do I hate being delayed. And Alexa Bliss coming out here, sweet. And I saw a very crazy social media exchange on Instagram between Alexa Bliss and a fan. And a fan wrote to Alexa Bliss under her post, do you have an explanation or do you want to say something about this? And Bliss said, yes, I do want to say something about this. I saw the messages that you sent to people, threatening or just suggesting that you're going to be doing something bad to me and my husband. And I did see that and have reported it to the authorities. So some of the fans out there can be absolutely crazy. But I'm glad that, stars like Bliss are standing up to them and taking action. That's good. That's important. Alexa Bliss is here. Indeed, Ricky with those big old eyes from Ricky to Bliss. And Snoop Doggy Dogg commercial here upon me right now. Oh, good. Corona Extra commercial from Snoop Dogg. We're taking a look at Money in the Bank 2018. Interesting. Is this commercial break number 7? I think so. I think so. That's right. It's got to be 7, true. It's got to be 7. Props to the WWE for their visit at the Nightmare Factory. I'm sure that Cody Rhodes and QT Marshall gave Mr. McMahon and Khan the approval. Cody's vignette was great. I do agree. I think that Cody Rhodes did a tremendous job with the Nightmare Factory, and if WWE takes interest in it, it's going to go to a whole new level. I've spoken to a lot of the Nightmare Factory alumni, and they've spoken very highly of the platform they got at that factory and the guidance they got from QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes. If WWE decides to take it under its wings, the Nightmare Factory is going to go a lot better. And Cody Rhodes always has a suit when he's not wrestling. That's right, that he looks good in it as well. That's right, Alexa Bliss. Dewdrop, okay. Oh, Victor. Oh, James. Dewdrop, okay. I wasn't ready for her, but okay, let's see. No more Eva Marie. 100% dead. Hallelujah. Interesting. I just noticed that the big Tron, the giant Tron, actually has Lily on there as well. Alexa Bliss is at the center, but Lily just hopping left and right. Nice. Sweet. I wonder if Lily is still relevant though, because Alexa Bliss clearly is not that dark character anymore, or maybe she is, but very subtly dark, and Lily is doing no magic, so I don't know if she's still that relevant as she used to be before. And Tony says, thank God that Eva Marie is not here. That's right, hallelujah. And True says, Dewdrop to win. That's big. True. Dewdrop picks up the win over Alexa Bliss. That is big, alright? That's big. And James says, why is Dewdrop dressed like Nia Jax? I agree, and I feel like Dewdrop and WWE's eyes is a replacement to Nia. I don't think, had it not been for Dewdrop, WWE probably would have not released a Nia Jax. Is that what I feel? And Dewdrop to win says, true, that's right. No Alexa Bliss wins because she is not losing to Dewdrop, says Chris. I am here rooting for Bliss. I don't think Dewdrop has done enough. I don't think there's been enough creative behind Dewdrop, which I feel is a problem. Well, let's see what happens here. Both of them looking good. Dewdrop looking great. Alexa Bliss looking good. Let's see how this goes down. That's right. It's a Nia Jax outfit indeed. Indeed, everything from the tapes and the wrist and the black attire. For sure, a Nia Jax outfit. I like it. Did I miss the announcement, AJ? Are you starting a website? Jason, I'll talk about it in just a bit. Yes, you did miss the announcement. I'll talk about it when we go to commercial, brother. Alexa Bliss wins the match, says Chris. Gary says, this is why big people should not be wearing spandex. Not too sure. Well, let's see. I think she looks fine. I think she looks fine. This is like a throwback to Nia Jax. This is what I feel. Bliss for the win, says Tony. Jason, he just announced that he's having many things coming. That's right, Andy. Now that big announcement, that the cherry on top, the biggest announcement is going to be coming in a couple of days. But you guys will be the first ones to know. That says Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, one day. Hopefully, we're going to be seeing it one day. And as we see here, Alexa Bliss with the elbow strike to Dewdrop. And Dewdrop with a clothesline to Bliss. Bliss goes down, Dewdrop with a cover. And Bliss with a kick out. Dewdrop doesn't look too happy. And Ricky says Alexa Bliss to win. Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey one day. I think we're very close to it. With Deets and them, sharing the ring SmackDown in the tag team match. They did not face off each other, but we did see them sharing the ring. So we got that close. We're going to be getting very close very soon, hopefully. And that says Cody Rhodes to SmackDown soon. I'm pretty sure, you know what, the brand split almost over. The brands are slowly merging. It's not like over, but low-key over. You look at Usos, they're going to be here in action tonight. So brand split slowly merging. So Cody Rhodes, SmackDown would not be surprising. And Dewdrop here actually in control. Alexa Bliss in trouble, which is surprising. Dewdrop here just smashes Bliss's head into the turnbuckle. And Bliss gets out of the way. Dewdrop goes face first into the turnbuckle right there. Bliss on fire. There you go. Gets Dewdrop down. And she goes right there to the corner. Back first into the turnbuckle. Alexa Bliss with a kick to the gut. And now a knee to the face of Dewdrop. Dewdrop looks dizzy. Looks dazed. And now with a drop kick, another drop kick. 3 drop kicks in a row from Bliss to Dewdrop. Dewdrop is flat on the mat. Alexa Bliss is on fire right now. And now with a big kick once again to the chest and again. And Bliss is looking for the run-up. And now a crossbody. Dewdrop grabs her midair and smashes her down to the mat. This could be over. This could be Dewdrop's opportunity to get the win here over Bliss. And that's a mistake. She went for the leg drop. Alexa Bliss went out of the way. And just like I see the comments here, Alexa Bliss with the win. Okay, good stuff. James says Alexa Bliss won. That says she won. Dewdrop looks like the female version of, actually, Victor. You make sense. Yes, she does. She does remind me a bit as well of King Dong Buddy, and as you put it out there, I do agree. Yeah, absolutely. And yes, Alexa Bliss wins. That's right, Ricky. And I said Alexa Bliss should win, and she does win. I'm glad. Victor 2-1, Chris 2-1. Nice stuff. Good stuff. Chris right now is tying with the Galactic Champion Victor. Good stuff, Chris. Good. And Alexa Bliss has got to go to the top turnbuckle. For me, the match is still going on, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'm so far behind you guys. I'm going to have to restart my stream, hopefully get on track here. Again, you know, when they're airing it internationally, it's clear that this show's delayed. Raw, Dynamite, every single show that we see here internationally, it's delayed, and that sucks. That's for sure. And Tony says Bliss wins. That's right. Bliss with the victory here. And the fans are quite... I don't know about the fans. They are just... maybe it's been a long Monday. You know, maybe they're just, you know, not in the mood for some fun, some excitement. It's Monday after all, so... maybe that's why they're not too loud, but they are not loud, that's for sure. And Too True says that's pathetic. That move shouldn't beat Dewdrop. I agree. It should not. It makes little to no sense. It should not be beating Dewdrop. True here with the fact that move should not be taking Dewdrop out. It should take more than that. You know, in the WWE games, I mean, back in the day when the games were arcadey, you could pick up the heavyweights and you can throw them around like no tomorrow, and physics were not actually, you know, in the game itself. And now as well, you play 2K22, you can turn on the physics or you can turn them off. It's up to you. I think it's the same case here. I mean, a move like that should not be taking out such a strong person like Dewdrop. Just like True said, it should be something more, something crazier like that. Because if for example, if R-Truth or somebody else is fighting the Big Show, they'd do way more than that to defeat the Big Show. Similarly, Alexa Bliss should have done way more than that to defeat Dewdrop. Make it believable. If you're gonna have somebody like, and I love True for that because that is such a good comment, because if you look at, for example, Alicia Fox, alright? And Alexa Bliss beats Alicia Fox with that move. 1, 2, 3, it's over. And she beats somebody like Dewdrop, who was much bigger than Alicia Fox, I believe even more talented than her, and just so much stronger. And Alexa Bliss beats her with that move as well. She makes both Alexa Bliss and Dewdrop makes look the same, looks similar, doesn't put anybody over the other. So, total sense, True. I absolutely agree with you. 100%. And WWE broke its own record, 3 matches so far. That's right. They did break their own record. We are about 1 hour, and 20 minutes into the show. And it's been a quick night, a fast night. I'm loving it. And that's right, Victor Omos gets to pick the stipulation.
Only former United States champion, former tag team champion.
Let's see how this goes. He's going to be picking his own stipulation. That's right, Victor. And Alexa Bliss. That's right, she is 4-0. 4-0 since returning. That's right, Chris. Ricky. That says Cody Rhodes is awesome even when he came back. So good. And The Miz is coming out here looking good. Again, is everybody here stealing my gimmick, coming out with the suits, with the ties? Definitely stealing my gimmick. Everyone is tired watching Raw tonight after the 5 hours long Double or Nothing. That's right, Ricky. For sure. The Miz is here. Bobby Lashley versus MVP, and Omos going to be taking down tonight. That's right. Miz looking like James Bond. Actually, it's going to be the Miz TV. Miz TV. He's going to be having Street Profits as a special guest. Up next, after the commercial breaks, it's time for the number 8 commercial break. Again, 1 hour, 20 minutes into the show, and we have already seen 8 commercial breaks. I did say that we could be looking at about 14 commercials, but 8 already? We could be looking at way more than 14, actually. We'll see how this goes, but right now, it's time for commercial break number 8. Miz looking like James Bond, indeed James, and oh my god, so Lashley has to face Omos and MVP this Sunday. Yep, that's right. It's gotta be good. The L-Lister, the Miz L-Lister. Look at that, True. Shots fired. Another ad indeed. Street Profits and the Miz. Time to mute the remote. Here comes the Miz. That's right, Tony. Again, the whole thing with MJF, I'd like to ask you guys. You guys already know how I feel about this. I am taking everything that has anything to do with MJF with a grain of salt, so I'm not fully believing in everything that's going on right now between AEW and MJF. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's work, shoot, kayfabe, or not? Let me know what you guys think. And MG, that's right, jealous. That's it. And True, number 8, indeed, my brother. Ad number 8, commercial number 8 is upon us. Bobby Lashley versus MVP and Omos at the Hell in a Cell this Sunday. Should be good. I look forward to it. Lashley is got to be having a tough challenge. MVP's got to be in action. Omos got to be in action at the same time. 2-on-1 handicap. It's got to be good. Age of the Miz has the sunglasses indoors. He stole... they steal a lot of stuff. If you watch my interview with JTG, he literally stole my show. He got on my show and literally did the whole intro, you know, the vignette and whatnot. He did it himself, so he literally stole my show. Lots of people stealing a lot from me, but you know what? I've got to give a pass to JTG because, you know, he's a crime time. They steal stuff, so that's alright. The Miz lost to Cody Rhodes twice. That's right. It's a work to gain heat in AEW. That's what I feel too, James. And Victor also says, I think the MJF situation is work. And the way that, you know, they're covering it right now, just making it look too serious, it's a whole work. And this is what I've been saying for the longest time. Back in the day, or even, you don't even have to go too far away, just go to 2010s, right? The dirt sheets was for the fans. The dirt sheets used to be there for the fans to give fans the knowledge, the info that they need, the insider tips and news that they need from the world of professional wrestling. But the dirt sheets now are for the wrestling companies, because now they're selling their feuds, they're selling their storylines through these dirt sheets. As somebody who runs an Instagram wrestling news page as well, you know, I absolutely 100% know that this is true. The companies do reach out to you. They want you to put out their storylines and all that stuff. They do want you to do that. And, you know, for the money, people do it. Dirt sheets do it. And I do believe that dirt sheets have a big hand in selling the storylines today from WWE and AEW. A very, very big hand. And Bobby Lashley might win until Hell in a Cell, says Dad. Yeah, I think so. I think he's got to go over. MTG is like Eddie Guerrero. All right, Chris. Now let's take a look at Zia Brookside, because Andy did say that Zia Brookside is in the news. Did you see what happened? So let's take a look. What is happening with Zia Brookside? All right. Wow. Okay. So it says that WWE's Zia Brookside sends a warning to fans following a live incident. What happened? Let's take a look. WWE superstar Zia Brookside issued a statement following the inappropriate behavior of a fan. Despite numerous security and barricades separating the fans from performers, some unfortunately managed to get away from their watchful eyes. A member of the audience managed to slip away, causing a disturbing event for the wrestler. Let's see what actually happened here. Alright, so somebody basically crossed the limits and they touched Zia Brookside without her consent while she was making the entrance. And on Twitter, she took to Twitter to write that last night, and I quote, "Last night this happened to me. So here's your friendly reminder. It is not okay to slap a wrestler's butt or arse during their entrance or even lay our hands on them without permission. We are still people. Be respectful." And I don't understand, how do people forget about it? These are people. You cannot just slip a hand anywhere because you want to. It's terrible and it's inhumane. I don't know how people do it. Crazy. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And let's see. James says, as soon as MJF mentioned WWE while under contract, he would have been fired. I agree, James. 100%. That's right.
Miz TV, and speaking of must-see, the most must-see event of the summer is happening next week. That's right. Next Monday night, directly following Monday Night Raw on the USA Network, is the Season 3 premiere of Miz and Mrs.
Alright, so how many people here are going to be watching Miz and Mrs.? Anybody with a show of hands? How many people here are excited for Miz and Mrs.? Let me know.
Celebrate. I will be accompanied right here on Monday Night.
That's right, Tony. A very happy Veterans Memorial Day for you. To you, it is a Memorial Day. A great day for Lacey Evans to make her in-ring debut as a new Lacey Evans on Raw.
We only know how. We are going to.
And the Street Profits here, the guest, so rudely interrupting the host of Miz TV. That's right. And True with a thumbs down, I guess True is not going to be watching Miz TV. Is the best team in WWE, the Street Profits. Indeed, James, indeed. So for some people, the best. And that's right, look at that. Ricky with the thumbs down. James thumbs down, saying I'm not going to be watching. Andy with thumbs up, saying that he is going to be watching. Interesting. And True says, alright, thumbs down on Miz and Mrs. Thanks for that, brother. Let's see. I mean, I have not watched any of the reality shows from WWE. I did try Total Divas, but it just clearly was not my cup of tea. Ever since then, I haven't been able to gamble with WWE's reality shows, but I might give Miz and Mrs. a try. Andy, I'd do it. Let's take a look. Let's see. And what else do we have here? Jeff Hardy and Adam Cole are out of the 10-man tag team Wednesday or Dynamite. Interesting, Victor. Thanks for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your appointed guest at this time, live on Monday Night Raw in Des Moines, Iowa.
Good stuff. And that says on my watch. There you go. Bliss. That's right, Jeff. Gary says, I cannot stand the Miss and Mrs. Victor with a thumbs down. And True says they're delaying the Lacey Evans heel turn. And yeah, that's right. If they're turning her heel, they gotta delay it because tonight is Memorial Day. It's a bad time for her to turn heel. Absolutely.
This Sunday. That's right, Dawkins. Hell in a Cell is this Sunday. What are you looking forward to, boss?
That's right.
I mean, it's got to be Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. I mean, did you see him doing?
All right, that's right, Tony. King Tez and Papa Dawkins looking forward to Cody and said, that's right, indeed.
Now that I think about it, yo, Miz, you know Cody, don't you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was wondering, why does Miz have these two out here? What is the whole purpose, the point of this tag team going on Miz TV? But just like True says right there, that this is going to be an in-show commercial for Hell in a Cell. Do we count this as commercial number 9? Because it sounds like commercial number 9. And James says the reality shows are scripted. Indeed they are. Indeed they are. Is Goldberg going to AEW, Gerald? I don't think so, brother. I don't think so, brother. But well, let me know what you guys think. And Jeff, beautiful stuff, brother. Montez Ford can be a solo star if pushed correctly, says M. Gene. I do think so. And you know what? Street Profits, respect to them. They've done good. But solo, I think they do even better. I would not mind them being solo stars.
Where are manners? Where are manners? Oh.
Even Angelo Dawkins, I think he's got a lot of personality. You know, these guys were high on Velveteen Dream to push him. I think Angelo could be doing great as the Velveteen Dream or something, you know, along those lines. Similar gimmick, similar character.
But we were rude. We asked him questions we didn't ask for his answer. He's
Right.
a leader, a monarch, a patriot, a legend, an inspiration. How about we ask him about Hell in a Cell? How about we ask Mike on Miz TV? What do you think about Hell in a Cell this Sunday?
Well, thank you. Here's what I think.
It doesn't matter what you
Oh my gosh, they pull a Dwayne The Rock Johnson on Mike The Miz on his own show. He says, well, thank you. Here's what I think. It doesn't matter what you think. That was great. You know what? I'm not the biggest fan of the Street Profits, but that is funny. And he gets his hand up for their mic to go shut, and that's a high five right there. This is funny. All right, this is funny. Probably the funniest Miz TV segment we've ever seen. That was funny for sure. WWE needs to hurry up with the teams for the women's tag team title. That's right, Victor. They're taking forever, and we know they are lacking those teams. Oh dear, the 24/7 title. Oh, but don't tell me that. All right. Dana Brooke here, running around, and Akira Tozawa is here. He stops.
What are you doing? What do you mean, shut up?
Tozawa just grabbed the 24/7 title from Dana Brooke.
Possession is
Wow. An elbow strike to Akira Tozawa from Dana Brooke. By the way, Akira, I know that we don't really care about Akira Tozawa as wrestler, but can his career go any more downhill than this? When Akira Tozawa is released, do you think that independent promoters would like to book this guy for their shows? Is his wrestling career gonna be over when he's let go from the WWE? Where do you see a guy like Akira Tozawa going or doing after his WWE release? Let me know. And as we see here, Dana Brooke here in the ring full of men, but still standing tall and strong. Apollo Crews still has a job apparently. That's nice. And Apollo Crews and R-Truth right there also engaged in some war here for the 24/7 title. Dana Brooke going strong as well. Nice. And Andy says lame Raw. Yeah, that's right. It's that time of the night. Lame time. It is. And it doesn't matter. That's right. Sure, the 24/7 champion needs a new look. I don't know. Maybe it needs to get scraped altogether. And Dana Brooke now with a big kick to Tamina Snuka. She gets out of the way. Dana Brooke goes back first into the turnbuckle. And Tamina Snuka gets her up on her shoulders. Dana Brooke gets away. Now a kick to the leg. Dana Brooke with a run-up right there. And look at that. Would you look at that? Tamina Snuka gets her up, slams her down, gonna go for the cover, and Tamina Snuka is your new 24/7 champion. If you care about that, the 24/7 champion just changed hands, and finally, that's right, true, finally, Tamina Snuka is your 24/7 champion. Good for her. Congratulations to the 24/7 champion, Tamina Snuka. Good for her. And match number 4, I don't know, James, you want to call it a match? But okay, maybe it's a match. All right, it's technically a match, so don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. All right, Akira Tozawa gets the win here. Crazy. So, oh my gosh. gotta be kidding me again. Why did Tamina have to make out with Akira Tozawa after winning the belt? I didn't get it. I thought she wanted a divorce. With that being said, Akira Tozawa pins her down and takes the title and runs away. Oh dear lord. Do we count this as another match? Maybe match number 5 here? That's technically another match, right? Oh dear. The whole Miz TV was a joke. The best part about it was it doesn't matter what you think. From the Street Profits. This whole thing was a time waster, as True said. Indeed, a time waster. With that being said, guys, we are done with an hour and 33 minutes of the show, and I must say, I'm having fun here. Yes, that was awful. Yes, that made no sense. But the good thing is that we're done with the Sush Academy and Kevin Owens for the night. We are possibly done with, Becky Lynch and all those people as well, which means we're going to be getting some quality content for the rest of the night. Quality content like Veer Mahaan, quality content like somebody else. So I'm excited. Let's see what else happens. I think I'm very optimistic of the night, and hopefully it's gonna be a better show as we keep going on. Let's see. And that's right. She was a 24/7 title champion for a minute, Victor. Just for a minute, Tony. That's it. And next match, please, says Ricky. Let's see what happens here. Maybe we're going to be getting a Mustafa Ali match when we come back from the commercial break. That's right. And Sensei Akira wins. That's right, Tony. Sensei Akira indeed. This was a prime example as to why WWE cannot get quality Japanese wrestler. Yeah, that's right. And you know what? Whatever they've done with Shinsuke Nakamura is bad, is a joke. Hopefully they can get him up and running again and have him back on his feet and do something good. But with almost every other Japanese wrestler has been awful. Yeah. And Asuka, of course, is an exception as well. And Theory comes out here, the US champion Theory coming out here. Let's see how this goes. Why did Dana Brooke have to lose his title? I don't know. I'm not too sure about that, Chris. But you don't seem happy. You don't seem happy about Dana Brooke losing the title. Is anybody else here cares about the 24/7 title and who wins, who loses? Let me know, because I don't care. But let's see. All right, Mustafa Ali and Ciampa up next. Wow. And if Ali wants, he earns a future U.S. title match. And I'm kind of upset about Ciampa here in this place on the card right now. Fighting Mustafa Ali, doing things with Theory. I don't think Ciampa is made for stuff like that. Maybe he's just finding his own place on the show right now, on this brand right now. Maybe he's taking his own sweet time, which is okay. But again, I'm not very comfortable with where Ciampa is at the moment. And of course, Memorial Day it is, so we're getting a message here from veteran Bobby Lashley. That's right. WWE trying to compete with AEW, says James. There you go. Stone Cold Steve Austin Theory in the house. Interesting, James. And I cannot stand Theory, says Victor. You know what? The 3 people that I cannot stand, and probably the list is longer than that, but the 3 people on top of my head right now that I can say I cannot stand at all. Number 1, and that's number 1. It's a bit of an upgrade here. I always said number 1 was Sammy, but Sammy is number 1 when he's making out with this lady Tay Conti. But if he's not, number 1 is Chad Gable. I hate that guy. I despise him. The whole Sush thing is awful. It's embarrassing. It's awkward. The Sush thing needs to go. So number 1 is of course Chad Gable. Number 2 is Sammy, and number 3 is this guy, Austin Theory. Just so annoying. I cannot stand them. Victor, right with you, brother. R-Truth and Cody Rhodes needs to be a team. Oh yeah, and you know what? If they were a faction, if they were a faction that is Chad Gable, Sammy, and Austin Theory, I'd probably quit wrestling forever. That'd be awful. And Ali versus Ciampa, that's right, it's gotta be happening. Tad says I don't. Victor, James says Victor, Austin Theory is only getting pushed because Vince McMahon likes him. That's right. And Drew says, I cheated my pick. Ali is gonna win. Interesting. Ciampa was better in NXT. I know James. I don't like him in NXT either. Says Victor. It is a 24/7 belt. It's nothing more than a participation belt. Yep, that's right. But you know what? I feel like it's alright. Just don't make it cringy. But here and there, when I see the 24/7 title craziness going down, I know it's a time waster, but it sometimes brings a smile to my face. But so you know what? Keep it. If you want to keep it, keep it. Fine. Do whatever. Do whatever is what I'm going to say. But don't give us those awful weddings. Just don't. You've done it once, don't do it again. Don't do it. And other than that, guys, true, I kind of agree with you. I mean, Ali winning makes sense because Hell in a Cell is upon us. So Ali winning tonight actually gives us a brand new match for Hell in a Cell, which has got to be between Austin Theory and Ali inside the cell. I would like it. Hopefully it's going to be inside the cell, though. We'll see. And Sergeant Slaughter rules, that's for sure. Indeed. And there we go. James says, me neither. Vince McMahon seems out of touch. Cody Rhodes is good as a face right now. Absolutely, Dad. He really is. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Really very good. Really very cool. Wow. And with that being said, guys, I'm having fun here. Tonight's show, not too shabby, not too bad. And we're done with about 50% of the show here. We're done with an hour and 38 minutes. This is commercial number 10. 10, right? So, or 9. You want to call it 9. Yeah, it's 9. So, commercial number 9 upon us. Good stuff. I think we're going to be crossing that 14 commercials limit. We'll see how this goes. 24/7 title is the only belt Dominic Mysterio should have. And again, I agree, James. I think Dominic Mysterio with the 24/7 title would make sense. I feel like sometimes it's not too fair when we see the likes of Miz or, Street Profits standing in the ring while the rest of the people are fighting for the 24/7 title. I think the 24/7 title should be something that, what doesn't matter who you are, you still go for it and you still, fight for it. I think that would be better. But we see a lot of times, a lot of these big stars or mid-carders, they don't go after the 24/7 title, which to me doesn't seem fair. I feel like everybody should go for it. The Street Profits standing in the ring should go for it. That's what I feel. Yeah. And, number 9, that's right, true, number 9, and only 3 matches as Victor. So, that's interesting. Let's take a look again. Alright, so this is going to be the fourth match of the first 2 hours, which is better than last week. Last week we had 3 matches in 2 hours. Tonight, 4 matches. Whoever wrote tonight's show did a better job with whoever wrote last week's Raw. Definitely. Archer needs a title again. I agree, Dad. Absolutely. Xia Li. And still Raw Raw, but the watch-along, my brother Andy, much love to you, man. You're the very best, brother. Thank you, thank you. And now the match is underway. The match is upon us right now, as we see here. They lock it in. Tommaso Ciampa, as well as Mustafa Ali. They lock it in right now. Tommaso Ciampa with a kick to the midsection. And now Ali just retreats to the corner. Tommaso Ciampa with a chop to the chest. Ali doesn't look too happy. Was going to go for another chop. Ali gets out of the way. And now hits Ciampa with another chop of his own right there. And Ciampa, Irish whip into the ropes. And now a shoulder tackle. Ali goes down. And Ciampa right there showing off his big guns right there. And Ali gets up to his feet with a dodge, beautiful dodge right there, as Ciampa went running to him, and Ali with another reversal, was looking for the suplex, but Ciampa hits him with an elbow strike. Ali retreats to the corner. Austin Theory, by the way, is on commentary, doesn't look too happy with what he's seeing, because Ali seems like he's got the match, and Ciampa now with a kick, a knee to the face. Ali goes down, gonna go for the cover, and a kick out at 2 from Mustafa Ali. I have a theory, no pun intended, says Tony. I like that. And now that Dana had lost the title, I would love to see her and Lacey Evans be the world tag team tournament. Actually, Tony, that makes sense. We could see it. I mean, you know what? You actually answer the question of the night. Why did she drop the title? That a question that was posed by Chris. That actually answers it. She probably dropped the title because she now will be involved in the tag team tournament. It makes sense. Absolutely, Tony. I love that. And you know what? Tamina Snuka also dropped the title, which means that she probably will also be involved in the tournament. It makes total and absolute sense. Tony, you are, my friend, a genius. You're right. Love that. And Victor says Ali wins. It's sad that the 24/7 championship is getting more TV time than the IC title. I agree, James. It's ridiculous. And you know what? The US title is no better. It's only getting some TV time because Austin Theory is using it as a prop. That's it, to get over it. That's it. Nothing else. And go Cody Rhodes says, Dad, Ciampa dyed his beard. He did. For the main roster, he's got to do it. 1 out of 10 so far for Raw, says James. Wow. I don't see Britt Baker going to WWE, says Dad. Did Tyrus lose? So Tyrus is going to be fighting Mims for the title on June 11th. So not yet. Not yet. That's right. As we can see here, with an elbow strike from Ciampa to Mustafa Ali, gets him down. Ciampa now with the headlock on Mustafa Ali right there. And Andy says it's cause Vince wants the kids to watch. That's right. That's right. And Dale says kids aren't even watching the company. They're not even watching WWE at all. There you go. And that's thanks again, James, for that. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Much love to you, James, brother. Thanks for that. And again, the headlocks locked in from Ciampa to Mustafa Ali. And now with the brutal headbutt to Ali. Ali looks a bit dazed. Man, Ciampa on fire. In control here. He grabs the arm of Mustafa Ali, twisted, and sends him right there into the turnbuckle. Ciampa on fire, gotta go for a wow, look, he's gotta go for the spear right there to the corner, but Ali gets out of the way. Ali with a run-up right there, and now a tackle. Down goes Ciampa, rolling out of the ring right there, and Ali is still on fire. Ciampa climbs up the ropes, and Ali with a drop kick to Ciampa. He's sending him down back right to the ringside, and Ali with the run-up with a big dive right there, and he goes diving down to Ciampa ringside. Ciampa is down, Ali is on fire right now, look at that, and wow. Okay, Jeff says Ciampa wins. Ali, wait a second. Victor says Ali wins by DQ. It's a 3-1. I see that. That's right. Austin Theory gets involved and causing a disqualification. That's right. So Ali wins by DQ.
Logan's about to put it away as well. Because that's the winner as a result of a disqualification. Mustafa Ali. You did this, Saxton.
So good for him. You know what? He lost the he won the match via DQ, but still that is still a victory. And technically he won, which means he will be fighting Austin Theory for the US title, hopefully at Hell in a Cell, hopefully inside the cage, hopefully this Sunday for the US title. We'll see how this goes. That's right, 1 and 2, 3 and 1, beautiful stuff. Britt Baker is pretty and Adam Cole is awesome. That's right, that 100% baby. That's right. And Ricky says, boo, any DQ match. Alright, Theory has a microphone. And the fans with a "you suck" chants. You know what? If you look at the fans who are sitting ringside, they're all quiet. Nobody's making a noise, nobody's moving a muscle. The "you suck" chants are piped in, they're not organic. They're not organic, they're piped in.
Just on another level. And that United States Championship match for the future? I say, why wait? And let's just do it right now! Oh, what a brilliant young man!
Again, the boos also seem just piped in. Look at the people who are sitting ringside. Look at the people, the faces. Nobody is moving a muscle. I mean, except for the people behind me. Nobody right there is moving a muscle. They are all quiet. So definitely piped in that the US title match is going to be happening now. You know what? Raw tonight, not too shabby. Not too bad. And that's right, Chris, 3 and 1. They're apparently having the match now. Cody's amazing indeed. That US title match, Ali versus Theory up next. Break number 10. That's right, my brother. True. That's right. Hell in a Cell this Sunday. Where are they having it? Let's take a look at the venue. Let's see. Is it in Chicago? I think it's in Chicago if I'm not too wrong. I could be wrong though, so let's take a look. Alright, so where is Hell in a Cell happening? It's right, Allstate Arena. I was not wrong. It is happening in Rosemont, Illinois, since that's almost Chicago, so that's right. Allstate Arena, that's where Hell in a Cell is happening this year. And let's get the poll up. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to be leaving? Who is leaving with the US title tonight? Let's get the poll up. Let's see who the fans think is going to be walking out as champion. Is it going to be Ali? Is it going to be Theory? Let's find out. Let's find that out. Let's see. And another ad, that's right, James, ad number 10, commercial break number 10, and we are like 1 hour and 45 minutes into the show, and we have had 10 commercial breaks already, which only means that we're going to be exceeding that 14 commercial breaks limit tonight. We're going to be making history. It's a record setter. We're going to be going to about 15, 16, or maybe 17 commercials. We'll see how that goes. I may not like the Miz, but it's still awesome. That's right, Dad. Awesome indeed. And that said, it's gotta be Ali. The Chicago fans should protest their money back. Oh my gosh, Andy, you're right. You know what? We still don't have a lot of matches announced for Hell in a Cell this year. Not a lot of matches announced. SmackDown is not partaking in the event at all. Absolutely not. And what they're saying is that if you look up Wikipedia, if you look up any show, any website, this is a show that is both from Raw and SmackDown, but I don't believe that we are seeing any SmackDown match. No SmackDown match has been announced at all so far. The only 4 matches that have been announced are Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, Bianca Belair, Asuka, Becky Lynch, Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP, and Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. 4 matches, all from the Raw brand. No matches from the SmackDown brand announced just yet. This is not, and I repeat, this is not a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. I'm not too sure why they pretended like it is. Maybe they're just gonna announce it ultimately that this is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view, where it is not. It should not be, and it is not. The whole concept behind it, it's not a Raw exclusive. But no SmackDown matches announced. Probably will not be announced at all. This will end up being a Raw exclusive, and only 4 matches from Raw as well. So it's a problem. It's this Sunday. No booking. It's this Sunday. It's a problem. Maybe by Friday they come up with the women. Maybe they know what to do with the tournament. And this Sunday, we see the women's tournament being kicked off on at Hell in a Cell. Could happen as well. And absolutely dispose the commercials as MG. I've gotten so used to it. Now I have fun. Now I'm counting down the commercials. It's funny. It's sad, but funny. Austin Theory sadly will win, says James. There you go. Ali lives in Chicago. Unfortunately, they won't let him be champion. Imagine embarrassing Ali in front of his hometown crowd. Would be horrible. Victor says Ali for the win. Alright, Austin Theory though, riled up, ready to go. Ali is still down. The referee is checking on him, making sure he's alright, making sure he's okay. Ali definitely looks tired, exhausted. This is like the Money in the Bank cash-in, right? I mean, the guy was not even ready. He wasn't ready for a championship match tonight, but he's got to be ready. And Drew says Ali to win. There are no women's tag team. That's right, Chris. They don't even have enough tag teams. Not even have the tag teams required for the tournament to take place. It's sad, but it's true. If you look at the whole score right now, 54% of you think it's going to be Ali who's going to walk out with the title tonight. 46% of you think it's going to be Austin Theory. We're going to find out very, very soon. Theory is a prototype superstar, says MG, and I love that. Cheers to everybody. Cheers. And as you see here, Ali, still dazed, still dizzy, can't even stand up on his own 2 feet right now. Theory is loving every bit of it. I want Ali to win, but don't think WWE will do that, says James, and I kind of agree. I mean, I want him to win. I want the best for Ali, but it doesn't look like it's going to be happening here tonight. Ali is so dizzy, but you know what? If he goes over tonight, it means that the grudges, maybe there are no grudges anymore. Maybe WWE were the bigger people this time. They forgave him, gave him another shot. And he's going to be champion. That's going to be huge. What a big push would that be? Not only did he win the title, but he won the title by wrestling 2 consecutive matches when he was not nearly 50% of himself. He still fought like a champion and won like a champion. So that's going to be good. And Chicago is going to root for Ali, says Tony. Absolutely, 100%. AJ, what are you drinking, brother? I'm drinking some coffee. That's what I'm drinking, brother. And Victor, you are 100% right, brother. The crowd noises, they're piped in. You take a look at what the crowd, you take a look at the people sitting ringside, and you just listen to the noise that they're making. It's 100% piped in, and we gotta thank the Thunderdome for all these piped in noises. That's where it all started, and now WWE is doing it so I would say, I don't even know how the word for it, but perhaps the best word for it would be shamelessly. They're doing it so shamelessly they don't even care. They pipe in noises like no tomorrow. They don't care about it. And Austin Theory won. Oh, wow, look at that. That's crazy. Of course, I want a tape delay here, but James says Austin Theory won. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. So Ali still hasn't had his shot. Still not yet. Not yet. Austin Theory with another victory. Victor with the 3-2. MG with the 3-2. Big loss here for Mustafa Ali. Yep. Well, let's see what happens at Hell in a Cell, though. Is he going to get another shot? Is he going to be embarrassed in front of his hometown crowd? Because trust me, I mean, the match is taking place in his hometown. He's got to be there. And if they want to embarrass him, if they want to humiliate him, it's a perfect opportunity and the perfect place to do it. And I think they will do it. Let's see. It's either he's going to be left out from the card, or if he's going to be there, he's going to be embarrassed, he's going to be humiliated in front of his hometown. We'll see how this goes. 1-4, true. You know what? Wait a second. Theory with the microphone.
Let's be perfectly honest, this was a joke. It was a joke. Theory does not want to defend his
Oh, alright. Of course, he's taking some selfies here. True, you're right. You didn't stick with your gut. That's alright, brother. 4-1 in predictions. Chris, beautiful stuff. Victor with the big old eyes. That's right, Victor. It's good. I wish Theory will get a mega push. I want Cena levels for Theory. I love that, brother. Absolutely love it. Yeah. But Theory, if he wants that push, which I think he will get. Wait a second.
Celebration and check your text messages, because while Mr. McMahon was very impressed with the psychological tactics you used to give Ali a championship match tonight, he's decided he'd rather see you and Ali in a fair fight this Sunday in a championship rematch at Hell in a Cell.
The last thing Theory expected. The last thing Theory expected.
All right.
You can see the kid ain't.
All right, so we're going to be getting a rematch. We're going to be getting another title match for the U.S. Championship at Hell in a Cell between Ali and Mustafa Ali. I'm sorry, Mustafa Ali and Austin Theory. And I feel like, just like you say right there, brother, true, you say that It's gonna be his hometown. That's right. That's right, Chris. His hometown, Chicago, Illinois. I still feel like Ali will be humiliated. He's gonna be embarrassed in front of his hometown. I think that's the only reason why this is taking place. I don't think Ali's winning. I think he's gonna be embarrassed in front of his hometown crowd. That's probably what's gonna be happening in Chicago. But let me know, guys. Do you think Ali's winning this Sunday, or is he gonna be embarrassed? Let me know. And Riddle coming out here.
A Ronin is a samurai warrior without kingdom.
You know what? I'm probably one of the only people here. Probably the only person. But I like Riddle and Nakamura better as a tag team than I liked Riddle and Randy Orton. You know what? Riddle can do whatever the heck he wants with Nakamura. Make him wear whatever, dress him fancy, make him a baby face or heel. I don't care. But Randy should be left alone. And Riddle and Nakamura can dangle. I don't care. I don't care. AJ, during the next Raw stream, you should put up a poll. Ask about how many ads. That's right, James. Got to do that, brother. And bro, that's right, Tony. And it's time for the bro guy. That's right, Riddle is high, true as always, man. Just Piccoli looking good, indeed, Gary. Nakamura time, indeed, true. James says the Usos. That's right, it's going to be a good match. Again, tonight's Raw has been nice. We are getting some good matches tonight for sure here. And up next, we're going to be getting that Riddle match. Riddle and Nakamura versus the Usos. Really cool. Very cool stuff. This is going to be this is how we're going to be kicking off the third hour of the show. Real nice. I like it. No Ali winning the title this Sunday, says Chris. Replace Saxton for Pat McAfee. WWE Games. I agree. You know what? Pat McAfee right now next to me would make a lot of sense. But Saxton, I don't know. Ali will get embarrassed. He deserves much better, says MG. And there you go. Riddle and Shinsuke versus Usos #1 contenders match indeed. Yep, that's right. Let's see. Again, the kids in the arena, the audience, with their fingers up because they acknowledge the tribal chief. They acknowledge the bloodline. Beautiful stuff. That's got to be the championship contenders match. Riddle and Nakamura versus Usos. Your unified tag team champions. We'll see how this goes down. True says Usos gonna win. He's more likely gonna be embarrassed, but on actual wrestling style, Theory wouldn't stand a chance with him. I totally agree, my brother Andy. Another ad, why am I not surprised? This is ad number 11. We're making history. The most ads that I've ever seen on Raw, that I've ever counted, have been 14 advertisements, 14 commercials. But tonight, we could very well be crossing that limit. We're just about to kick off hour 3. We haven't entered hour 3 yet, and we have already seen 11 commercial breaks. We are definitely crossing 14. It is history in the making in the ways that we do not want for it to happen, but this is history in the making without a shadow of a doubt here. And Riddle and Shinsuke for the win. That's right, Victor. Replace Saxton with Bailey. That's right, Chris. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. But let's see who wins this match. Should be interesting. Again, this Saturday we're going to be getting the NXT special. We're going to be getting the NXT pay-per-view this Sunday. That should be interesting. And apart from that, we're also going to be getting, obviously, on Sunday we're going to be getting the Hell in a Cell. So Saturday, Sunday, both of them are going to be some good nights in wrestling from NXT and of course from the WWE's main roster with Hell in a Cell. Again, if you count the Mustafa Ali match, now we have 5 matches on the card for Hell in a Cell. It's a 3-hour show. If they want to give us quality matches, I think 5 matches could work in a 3-hour show, maybe. But I don't think they're going to be giving us 30 minutes long matches, each of them. So they definitely need a couple more matches, or also at least one match for the pre-show, because I'm not watching another pre-show without any match. So they definitely need another match for that. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, some more booking needs to be done for Hell in a Cell. It will at least be 15 commercial breaks. I agree, Jeff. I agree. Absolutely. And true, it's not a title match for it's a championship contenders match. So if they win, if Nakamura and Riddle win, they're going to be the #1 contenders to the titles, is what they're saying. It's crazy. WWE Heavyweight and Universal titles are on the shelf. That's right. It's in the they are on the refrigerator right now. The refrigerator of the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. 2 wrestling shows this weekend. AJ in your house Saturday night at 8 and Hell in a Cell Sunday night. Are you doing streams for both the shows? That's right, Jason. Absolutely. We'll be doing streams for both the shows. We're going to be watching both the shows together as a family. And must I say, the family is going to be a lot bigger for these 2 shows. And, this is something to do with the announcement that's going to be happening very soon. I can't wait to make the announcement, tell you all about it. But the family is going to be a lot bigger this weekend, starting this weekend. We'll see how this goes. And Chris says, all I want for my birthday is Bailey back in WWE. Love it, brother. Love the dedication. Beautiful. Andy says NXT in your hands will probably be way better than dumb Hell in a Cell. Shots fired, Andy. But you know what you're saying? Probably facts right there. And Kenneth, it's good to see you, my brother. Your match, it's got to be happening. I know. Your match is got to be happening. Jason says, AJ, I think we get a return on Sunday night. Let him in. I like that. Yeah, I like that. But again, are we going to be getting The Fiend? So, a star that WWE let go because they thought that they were paying him too much money. Maybe they thought that it was not the money's worth. Maybe they thought that, you know what, just too over the budget, didn't need it, wasn't making that much profit. Will the same company, will the same Nick Khan bring back The Fiend, bring back Bray Wyatt by paying him even more money? Because now Bray Wyatt is asking more money than ever before. So would the WWE do that? Will they actually pay that much money to The Fiend, Bray Wyatt? That's a big question. And True says Riddle and Nakamura to win. But anybody else, Jason, do you think it's going to be happening? Anybody else thinks that Fiend could appear at Hell in a Cell? Let us know if you do. Riddle and Nakamura to win says True. I think so too as well. I think it's going to happen. That Seth Rollins versus Rollins brawl, that's right, was insane. Yeah, Seth versus Cody Rhodes was really very cool. Very cool. WWE needs to pull it together. I see the last days of WCW with the way WWE is now, says James. Interesting. But it's a machine right now. I mean, everybody that watches wrestling or does not watch wrestling, maybe watch it casually. A lot of people don't even call it wrestling, they just call it WWE. That's it. That's how big they are. And you know what? It's a problem. Yeah, they shouldn't get too confident. That's right there for sure. And Nakamura coming out here looking good. Yeah, the red suits him a lot better than the yellow ever did. So red, stick to it, absolutely. And Rhodes, that's right, Kenneth. That's what I've been saying for a long time, James. Indeed. Bo Dallas will return, says James. Could happen. American Nightmare versus Rollins is got to be burning it down at Hell in a Cell. It's got to be a good match indeed, around DMG, brother. I totally agree with you. And Jeff says Riddle and Nakamura. Victor says Riddle and Nakamura tonight. And they're going to be losing at Hell in a Cell. There you go. Time to dance like McAfee. That's right. That's right. It is time to dance like Pat McAfee whenever Shinsuke Nakamura comes out. You're right, Tony. We gotta do that. I gotta do that. The next time Shinsuke Nakamura comes out, I gotta dance like Pat McAfee. That's a good idea. And Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura to win indeed. We need Vince Russo to book Raw. There you go, MG. There you go. I think WWE needs a lot less camera cuts. That's annoyed me about WWE. You know what? The Shinsuke Nakamura entrance in particular, there's lots of camera cuts. The AR effects right in your face. It's a bit too much for me as well. I think for the Shinsuke Nakamura entrance, they can kind of relax with the AR. It's a bit too much for sure. And it's not the main event, James. We are far from the main event. We're just entering, literally just entering this third hour of the show. It's been a decent Raw, not gonna lie, it's been a very decent Raw, but not the main event. We're gonna be getting Lacey Evans, who's gonna be in action tonight. She's gonna be making her wrestling debut here for Monday Night Raw for the brand new Lacey Evans. She's gonna be wrestling tonight. That's gonna be great. Apart from that, we're also gonna be getting a contract signing for Bobby Lashley's handicap match with Omos and MVP at Hell in a Cell. These segments are still to come. The Lacey Evans match still to come, so there's a good amount of stuff still to come here on Monday Night Raw. And now Uso with a kick to the midsection of Riddle, and now an uppercut to Matt Riddle right there, another uppercut, Matt Riddle right there in the corner. Uso just sends him with an Irish whip to the corner again, Matt Riddle with the reversal, and now a kick to the face. Jimmy Uso goes down. Riddle confident, Riddle looking good right now. Do you think Sergeant Slaughter will be Lacey's manager? I think if Sergeant Slaughter ends up being Lacey's manager, it's got to be incredible. I mean, he'd do amazing things with Lacey, and Lacey is going to be on top, at the top, very top. Michael, that's genius. I would love for that to happen. Sergeant Slaughter and Lacey. Love it. Love the idea. And last thing WWE needs is pole matches. Indeed, James. Indeed. Absolutely. These colorized animals need to be... Oh yeah, Tony. But you know what, brother? It is Vince McMahon who loves the colorized animals. If you remember, there was a time when pigeons used to come out flying out of Matt Riddle's slippers whenever he used to get in the ring. And that is something that Vince McMahon absolutely loves. And now that has changed to giraffes and horses and whatnot. And it's something that Vince loves, which is a problem. I don't know why, but he loves it. And that's right. And MG, and he says, MG, Vince Russo would definitely do way better than this stuff for years. There you go. And Riddle, by the way, with those kicks, Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura, with those kicks to Jey Uso. And Jey Uso in trouble. Riddle gets him up with a suplex. Jey Uso goes down, got the cover, and Jey Uso with a kick out right there. And Kenneth says, no, I meant in matches. It's so annoying that about WWE to have so many camera cuts. That's like AEW. Not many, and I can enjoy the matches. That's right. Yeah, it's about WWE and the camera cuts, right? They make your wrestlers, they make your stars appear larger than life when you have those camera cuts, the low angle camera cuts, right? It just makes the stars appear larger than life, and that's what WWE is so good at, really good at. Just so dramatic, just so out there, Hollywood style, you know what I mean? And Randy Orton will be back, because without Randy Orton in WWE is not the same. I think he's going to be back. And he's going to be heartbroken to see Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura a team. He's going to be jealous. There's going to be some jealousy rolling in, and that's going to have Randy Orton snap, and he's going to snap back at Riddle and Nakamura, and it's going to be a rivalry between Riddle and Nakamura when he comes back. I think jealousy is going to play some game here when he returns. That's right. James says 11 p.m., 4 a.m. for you. That's wow, James, I tell you what, for me, when I start watching, that's like 4:30, 5:30 in the morning as well. So high five, brother. And Sergeant Slaughter is too old to even walk around all night, says Gerald. There we go. And True says, if he is the manager, she will definitely be a heel, says True. Indeed, I agree. I like MVP and Lashley together better. Oh well, that's right. I know that Lashley also loved MVP as his manager. Absolutely loved the guy. You know, in an interview he was asked, when I did the interview with him, he was asked that if he would like Paul Heyman to replace MVP as his manager, and he said, you know, why would I like Paul Heyman? MVP is doing a fine job with me, so why would I like Paul? So really, he loves MVP, and I know MVP loves him back, so yeah. Oh well. Love to see it, Michael. That's right, absolutely. Respect to Mr. McMahon, I think. There you go, Tony. Heel. And now the fingers up from Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, because they are here acknowledging the tribal chief, that is Roman Reigns. There you go. That's right. And Vince McMahon is the devil, says James. There you go. I'm waiting for the day monkeys fly out of Riddle's butt. Oh yeah. Randy Orton is the last of the great ones. Yeah, absolutely. Russo is way better than the creative writing right now, says Victor. And AJ have some breaking news. Mercedes Martinez will be wrestling against Vivo Van tomorrow on AEW Dark. That's nice, Bobby. And guys, check out, if you don't know already, you can check out Vivo Van's interview. I had her on the show not too long ago, and we did a nice little interview. You can sit, she sat down for an interview with me, and she possibly will sit again for an interview. She wants to be back on the show. So check it out. If you don't know about Vivo Van, check out the interview. Pretty good. She's a pretty nice lady. And, with that being said, Jimmy Uso goes flying right there into the turnbuckle, and his chest goes right there into the top turnbuckle. Jimmy Uso goes down, Jey Uso gets in trying to save, but Matt Riddle just tosses him over the top rope. Nakamura desperate for the tag, and the hot tag has been made to Nakamura, and he's going crazy right there on Jimmy Uso. Now with the kick to the face of Jimmy goes down, Nakamura on fire. Now a knee to the face of Jey Uso, and a kick to the back of the head. Nakamura is just as red hot as his pants are right now with those kicks to the chest of Jimmy Uso. Nakamura teaching them a lesson. Nakamura telling everybody, showing the world what the true Nakamura was all about, what the real Shinsuke Nakamura was all about. This is the Nakamura that I've missed all these months, all these years. And Nakamura grabs the legs of Jimmy Uso, sends him over the rope right there, and now Jimmy Uso dangling on the rope. He sends him down with a suplex to Jimmy. Nakamura still on fire, looking to hit the big one, climbs the second rope right there, looking for the dive. Is he gonna be able to do it? Is Jimmy gotta get out of the way? Let's see what happens here. Oh dear, Jimmy gets up, Nakamura goes diving down, and a kick to the chest once again. Nakamura is doing so well. So good so far. Orton is rumor is that Orton versus Reigns is happening at SummerSlam, says Ron DMG. We'll see how this goes. Wow. Jimmy Uso still not giving up. Nakamura not too happy, just trying everything that he possibly can to get the win here. Again, whoever wins, this team wins, Riddle and Nakamura's team win, they are the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. So it's a big opportunity over here for them. But Jimmy Uso hits Nakamura in the face with a big kick. Jey Uso, the tag's been made. He climbs the top turnbuckle. There you go. Wow, diving down hard on Nakamura. Gonna go for the cover right there, and Riddle with the save. And James says that this is ad number 12, which means we go back to commercial. Wow. You know what? Not a fan of the commercials when we have the match at this pace. I mean, it was just getting hot. Things were just getting hot right there in that match. It was just picking up the pace, and we go to commercial. Not the biggest fan of this spot of the commercial. Number 12, guys. Number 12. Yes, tonight's show has not been too shabby. It's been entertaining. It's been nice. It's been quick. Really, the hours are flying by. I like it. But, again, the way that they just plays the commercial over there, kind of a bummer. And also, we're getting 12 commercials already. We're definitely crossing that 14 commercial mark, which is crazy. I know, true. That emoji is my face right now. Not happy. And Riddle has a gold fingernail polish on. That's nice, Victor. Attention to detail. That's what we're talking about. I love that. And Tony Vera's Roman, he is pulling a Brock Lesnar all on of us right now. He's a big-time Roman Reigns now, so he's not going to be showing up for every single show. He's got better things to do, right? So that's it. That's that. And hot take, I don't like Edge's gimmick right now. I miss the old Edge more, says Kenneth. I love it, Kenneth. You know what? I like it. This is a platform where you all can come out here and you can talk about the stuff that you think is right. I mean, you can put your opinion out here without having this fear of being judged and unliked, that you say that you don't like Edge's gimmick. I appreciate it. And what I feel about this is that, yes, who doesn't like the good old cool Edge? Who doesn't like, the rated R superstar, the ultimate opportunity, the sexy as hell Edge? Who doesn't like this guy? I love him, right? They're so good. But I feel like the current gimmick of Edge, he's doing it beautifully. I think he does a good job at it. Really cool. He's so good on the microphone, and he's just so good at telling a story that he can take any character and make it look good. That's what Edge is all about. Now, with the current Judgment Day, I think this is more than just Edge. I think it's Edge not doing it for himself, not doing it to revitalize his own career. He's doing it to push the newer superstar, the newer generation of talent. He's doing it for the stars, for his peers, for the newer generation, which I appreciate. So, I would say if you don't enjoy the current Edge gimmick, pay attention to the whole faction. Pay attention to what's happening with the newest stars that are right there, with the Damian Priest, with the Rhea Ripley, and any other star who would join the Judgment Day, because this whole faction is about the new generation. Edge is there as a leader, but it's about the newer generation is what I feel. Yeah. And Asia, do you think Maserati is signed with AEW since she got music? I think so. I think if she's not signed yet, she will be signed eventually because, she is rising up the ranks for sure. That's right. And MG says, I love the gimmick. That's right. What happened to Dolph Ziggler and Rude? Well, they were on NXT. They won the title. Dolph Ziggler won the title, and that was it. He dropped it to Braun Breaker. We saw them for one more week, and that was about it. And they're no longer here. At least go picture in picture, says Jeff. I know that, brother. I know that. That's right. And Clay, hopefully, I see you on the Pat McAfee show. Hopefully. That's right. Too many ads, James, indeed, brother. And Bobby Roode turned face, says Andy. Thanks for that, brother. Gerald, they're in catering. That's right. I don't know if there's catering right now because, when I since last chatted to Authors of Pain, they told me, and Victor told me, that they have actually cut off catering. Catering used to be there, but they don't have catering. At least when they were there was no catering. So I wonder if catering's back now, but it was gone from the WWE for a bit. Look at that. We're getting a commercial here for Miz and Mrs. Good stuff. Edge is a true legend. That's my opinion, says James. Absolutely. 100%. And True says, I like the version of Edge. What's up? Love it. No matter what Seth Rollins' gimmick is, I just don't like it. He's cringe to me, says MG. I understand, brother. You know what you find cringy? If you find something cringy, it's hard to get behind it. For me, right now, Kevin Owens is super duper duper cringy. I cannot get behind it. You know what? At first I was like, yo, it's so cringy, it's so stupid that it's funny. But now it's just so cringy, like it's borderline annoying, if not full on annoying. I find it very annoying right now, and it's just super duper cringy. I cannot support Kevin Owens of whatever he's doing right now. Riddle, by the way, with the tag been made, gets in the ring with a kick to the face of Jey Uso. Jey Uso down, Riddle is on fire, gets up real quick, and now with a elbow strike right there to the face of Jey Uso, and another one right there. Riddle is on fire, was about to toss Jey Uso. Jey Uso with a counter again. Jey Uso has been tossed by Riddle. Wow, look at that. Riddle is dominating right now, doing good. He's learned a lot from Randy Orton. He's putting all of that knowledge to good use right here in this ring right now. Edge is a true legend, that's my opinion, says James. Absolutely, brother. Ziggler and Roode are being repackaged. Well, let's hope. Whatever they do, it's gonna work out for them. It's gonna work out for the better. Good night, AJ and Chad. God bless you all. James, my brother, have a good night. You take care, man. I'm gonna be seeing you tomorrow. AJ, I would like to see Renegade Twins, Robin and Charlotte, wrestling on Ring of Honor. Love that, Bobby. I love that. Another hot take. I don't like Drew McIntyre right now. I miss. Yes, that's right. Absolutely. Kenneth, I totally agree. 100%. And with that being said, Shinsuke Nakamura gets in with a kick to the face of Jey Uso, but with a kick out from Jey, the match is still going on right now. Bobby says, AJ, who do you want to see wrestle in the Ring of Honor Women's Division? I've been saying this for a bit, brother. Vita One Star deserves a shot. One of the best out there. She did great stuff when Vincent and the guys were around in ROH and Rita Von Star herself was around. I think she did fantastic. She needs another opportunity. She has not had any other opportunity. She has not been booked for a lot of matches right now, but I would like for her to be back with ROH and do what she did before ROH was went on a hiatus. I would like for Rita Von Star to get that same spot once again. And Matt Riddle gonna go for the DDT. Vintage Randy Orton from Matt Riddle to Jey Uso. Is he gonna be able to do it? And he does it. Yeah, it's not the same. It doesn't feel the same way as Randy Orton's DDT does, but you know what? You get the idea. Good stuff. Good throwback right there to Orton. And Garrett says the Raiders have done Kevin Owens wrong. That's right. The Raiders have done him wrong. Very, very wrong. Absolutely. Victor says Bobby Maserati just lost to Mercedes Martinez on Dark for the ROH title. Love that. Anthony, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well, brother. And once again, Jey Uso right there. Just, wow. Giving Riddle a hard time now. What is that, a scooter? That's right, Riddle's own scooter. Oh dear lord, this is not right. Wow, are you kidding me? So we're getting 2 back-to-back disqualifications. Didn't we already get a disqualification and Mustafa Ali earned his title shot like that? And now we're getting another disqualification and Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura earning their title shot in a similar fashion? You gotta be kidding me. Same way, you're booking 2 number 1 contenders matches in the same fashion, back to back. What is this? I mean, where is the creativity? Where is the diversity? Where is that, hey, you know what, this is getting repetitive. Maybe let's not book 2 disqualifications back to back and that 2 number 1 contenders matches. Let's not do that. Why do we have 2 number 1 contender matches ending in the same fashion? It makes no sense to me.
Absolutely helpless, and in comes Shinsuke.
And Victor says a win is a win. I guess so. That's right. Look at that RKO though. Wow. Wow. I just saw it. True. I just saw it. That was a nice little Avalanche RKO. Good stuff. Riddle really has learned a lot from Randy Orton. A lot. And he takes a few pages off his books. Does beautifully with it. Good stuff. That's right, Victor. I guess a win is a win, man. That's true. I would like to see Gia Scott and Marina Ali's come back at the ring. I love that, Bobby. Love the two names, especially Miranda. Love it. Love it. Gia as well. So talented. That's right, Steve, my brother. A very super duper RKO indeed. And Gary says, classic example of lazy booking. I agree. I mean, come on. You could have been a bit more creative. Don't make it repetitive. 2 number 1 contenders matches back to back ending with disqualification is weird. Weird for sure. And 4 and 2, MG and Jeff with the 2 and 4 of that. And Renaissance is here. Renaissance, my brother. Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well. And he says, sick move right there from Riddle. Love that. Love that. That's right. Riddle doing well, and I'm pretty sure his RKO is only gonna get better and better. Now that he's taking these moves off Randy Orton's book, you know, the pages of his book, I'm pretty sure when Randy Orton comes back and he sees Riddle and Nakamura being this great team and just being these great friends, when Riddle and Randy Orton finally have that match that's gonna be stemming out of the jealousy of Randy Orton, I think it's gonna be just incredible, because we're gonna be seeing Riddle taking the pages out of Randy Orton's own books and using it against Randy. It's gonna be a classic rivalry. I think it's gonna be amazing. And I cannot wait for the rivalry between Riddle and Randy Orton, because one thing's for sure, we're gonna get that rivalry. And I'm pretty sure that Randy Orton did not step away because he needs to rest. I'm pretty sure about that. He has stepped away for a reason, and the reason is that when he comes back, he's gonna be jealous of the friendship between Riddle and of course Nakamura. And stemming out of the jealousy, we're gonna get this feud between Riddle and Orton. I think that's what's gonna be happening here. And that's right, 12 commercials. Really going wild here. And let's take a look at the time. It's been 2 hours and 50 minutes, which means 45 minutes still left. And since we get a commercial every 10 minutes, we could be looking at least 3 to 4 more commercials, which is, we're looking at about 16 commercials in total tonight. Crazy. Crazy. And Victor says, Chris, it's only been 6 matches. Lame Raw. They'll never change WWE. There you go. 2022 is the old WCW before the doors closed. The only reason WWE's doors haven't closed is wrestlers are going to movies, says Andy. Big statement made by Andy right there. Interesting. And look at that. Liv Morgan coming out here looking happy. Good for her. Look at this. Look at Liv Morgan high-fiving the fans right there. Good stuff. Nice. Nice. and somebody was holding the "We Love Liv Morgan" sign right there, and Liv Morgan gave him a flying kiss. That's nice. Liv Morgan looking happy, looking energetic, looking ready to go. And Tony says, "Here comes Liv." That's right. And you know what? Just looking at Liv, watching her coming out here, it just puts a smile on my face. I'm pretty sure it puts a smile on your face as well. Liv Morgan just seems like such a positive, entertaining person, just a happy-go-lucky person. It's great to see her. Very positive. And Gary says, "I've been saying it for years. Wrestling needs more managers like Edge." Indeed, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt. And look at Victor, those big old eyes from Victor to Liv. And 6-1 in predictions, I love that, Chris. And that's right, Tony, here she is. I'm happy to see Viva Van. I am too, brother. I think Viva Van is only going to get better and better and better. You have connections to Liv Morgan, Renaissance, brother. I do not. Not Liv. Not yet. Hopefully in the future, but not yet, my brother. Not yet. Let's see. Hopefully in the future. And True says Liv Morgan needs to stop coming out like a jobber. I agree. She comes out here super duper happy. I feel like one thing that needs to go is Liv Morgan's Tron. You know, the very bright, colorful colors that just go off when she comes out here. Just a bit weird. So I think that needs to go. I think that needs to stop. Liv Morgan needs to do something differently, I feel. And Bobby says, I like Athena. There you go. Ready to RIP up next. That's right. Let's see. Oh my god, Liv versus Ripley again. This is the third time we're getting these repetitive matches, right? On pay-per-view, we get Cody versus Seth Rollins over and over again for 3 times in a row. So why not Liv versus Ripley on a regular Raw, you know? And that's right, Steve, she's good. Super smile on her face, that's right. Yeah, the smile from Liv Morgan is very contagious. That's not going to happen true because Vince McMahon doesn't want her to do it. That's right, Andy. You're right. Rhea Ripley is going to win, but I will like for Liv Morgan to win, says Chris, and I'm with you, brother. I'm totally with you. AJ, you could be a good manager. Thanks for that, Steve, brother. Thanks for that. And Brock Lesnar, good to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your little break, your little vacation, time away from the squared circle. Let us know when you're going to be back, though, Brock. Let us know. Good to see you. And Tony says, Asuka says in Japanese she wants her wig back from Jade Cargill. Did she really say that? Are you making that up, Tony? But that's true. Jade Cargill really rocks that Asuka wig these days. It's true. And that's right, Steve. Steve's not very happy to see Brock right there. And Ripley for the win needs to turn. Liv needs to turn heel. There you go. Okay. Paige would make a great manager. And we've seen Paige sort of in a manager role in the past, of course, as a general manager in a supportive role, also with Absolution or whatever they call that tag team with Paige and Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Yeah, we saw her sort of in that leader, that manager role. I think Paige is good. I think she's alright. I don't mind her a lot. I don't find her super entertaining. I'm probably one of the only few people who don't find Paige very entertaining, but I don't mind her. If she wants to be here, if she wants to do something, I would not mind that at all. But I don't like Paige a lot. That's what I would say. It's a joke, brother. That's right, Tony. I get it, brother. I get it. And AJ, who do you want to see wrestle against Vicky Dreamboat on the independent circuit? There's a wrestler, and you guys should look him up. I think he's one of the very talented guys out there who still has not been scouted by anybody and who's still working hard. I see him. He's good friends with me. I see him week in and week out. He works hard, trains hard, works as a security guard. Has not been scouted by anybody just yet. His name is Winnie Moon. Look him up. Pretty good guy. I would like for him to get a chance. That's right, Steve. Love that. WWE is running fans off. That's right. This is 12th or 13th commercial right now. Crazy. And Brock says, AJ, will you accept my offer for becoming my manager? Brock, let me know what the pay is, and I'll think about it. But that's now, bro. I would definitely do it. Definitely do it, man. Absolutely. Let's win those belts together, right? Victor says Liv needs to go back to the Harley Quinn gimmick. Yeah, maybe she does. Maybe she needs some character for sure. Paige is awesome. She comes from a wrestling family that's really big in England. That's right. It's true. It's damn true. And true, thanks for that, my brother. Break number 13. We're literally crossing the 14 breaks here. The record high number of commercials we've seen for any Raw have been 14 commercials. Tonight, we're going to be crossing that very limit of 14 commercial breaks in 3 hours. It's crazy. And we have Major Blaze in the house. Major Blaze, it is good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Major Blaze says, hey guys, just tune in. Am I missing anything? Well, it's been a sweet show. It's not been a very shabby. It's been quite good. You know, we saw that Cody Rhodes coming out here, doing a nice little promo here with Seth Rollins. They had a brawl breaking out. That was nice. Then we had the Bianca Belair versus Asuka match that kicked things off. which is also pretty nice. Mustafa Ali fought Theory. I'm sorry, Mustafa Ali fought, who did he fight? I can't remember now. Mustafa Ali fought Ciampa. That's right, Ciampa. In a #1 contenders match. Now, if Mustafa Ali would have won, he would have fought Austin Theory for the United States title. That match, Mustafa Ali won via DQ, and Austin Theory said, you know what, if you really want to fight me for the US title, fight me now. And we did see that match immediately following his match against Ciampa, which Mustafa Ali obviously lost. But Adam Pearce came out, he said, you know what, you're going to be getting a rematch at Hell in a Cell in front of his hometown of Chicago. We're going to be seeing Mustafa Ali versus Austin Theory at Hell in a Cell for the United States title. It's going to be happening this Sunday. Apart from that, we also got the match between... wait a second. Before we get to that, we got a very weird Miz TV with Miz on there talking about his Miz and Mrs. show that's going to be debuting this next Monday. We had him. We had Street Profits come out, do their own thing, talk about Hell in a Cell. Then we had the 24/7 title change hands in middle of Miz TV. We had the title go from Dana Brooke to Tamina, and then from Tamina, it went over to Akira Tozawa. And apart from that, of course, we just saw another disqualification taking place because we saw Matt Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Usos in a #1 contenders match, which they also won via a DQ. And I don't know how I remember all of this. Usually I have a very bad memory, but I somehow remembered every bit of it, which means this Raw tonight was not too bad, not too shabby. And right now we're seeing Liv Morgan coming out here to fight Rhea Ripley. It blows my mind that I remembered all of it. Okay, good stuff. But it's good to see you, Major Blaze. And Mustafa Ali right now backstage.
Excuse me, Ali.
Oh, backstage interview.
After all you've been through, to finally be promised a fair match against Theory this Sunday for the United States Championship.
Again, this interviewer, nothing against him, but I must tell you, he doesn't seem very fitting for a wrestling show. He would be a great fit for ABC, for NBC News, for Fox TV, but for a wrestling show, an interviewer like that with that personality, just so nice. He's just too decent. He's just too well dressed, just too nice, too polite. For a wrestling show is what I feel. If you want wrestling shows to feel like wrestling shows, have an interviewer like the Wrassingh, I would say, you know, or even Renee Young. This one is too nice, I feel. Off topic, congratulations to WWE's Charlotte Flair and Andrade Idolo on their marriage last weekend. That's right, Tony. Absolutely, brother. 100%. Congratulations to them. And Austin Theory comes out again attacking Mustafa Ali from behind, taking a picture, a selfie with them. Once again, I feel like Mustafa Ali is going to be embarrassed, humiliated in front of his hometown crowd of Chicago, 100%. I'd like to see Vicky Dreamboat versus Ashley Boyce. That's nice, Bobby. That's right, Steve. I love that. And Khan's open up the forbidden door for the two lovebirds. That's right. That's right. Does anybody see the titles? You know what? Love wins. Love... it conquers everything, even war. You know that for sure. And we saw it right here between WWE and AEW as they opened the forbidden doors between the two. That's right, Tony. Does anybody see Titus O'Neil as a Hall of Famer? Well, he already has the Warrior Award. I'm probably not going to be surprised if he's the Hall of Famer as well in a few. I think so. I think it's going to happen. I like AEW because they do picture-to-picture for commercials. Let them go back to Florida, and I'm pretty sure they're going to give the award to Titus O'Neil. And they like to do it for the local heroes, right? So Titus O'Neil in Florida, again, I think it might make sense. And that's right, Renaissance, picture-in-picture. I don't take it for granted. I love it. Absolutely love it. And that's right, Steve, we just done with the 13th commercial. We're going to be getting the 14th commercial anytime now. Cannot wait. So excited. Number 14. Let's go. Wardlow versus Rey. That's right. And it's a boring show without Bailey, says Chris. Indeed. And that's right, Victor. Liv copies too much of Alexa Bliss, says Gerald. I love both of them. I love both of them. Ali's the greatest, and damn it, Theory. That's right, Tony. That's right. The greatest in the world, but Theory comes in, just spoiling the party. And Bobby says AJ likes Danica RAW. She is wrestling tomorrow on Dark against Jamie Hayter. Gotta take a look at that. And Major Blaze says, good to see you, brother. By the way, you look pretty dapper tonight, as always. Thanks for that, my brother. Thank you for that. Really, really appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. And Gerald says, it's good to see you. Gerald says that, Andy says that, Gerald, that's not really true. Liv has been working really hard, but WWE has never believed in anything she does. And when I spoke with the authors of Pain, they actually took a moment. Wait a second. This match has still just been announced. Alright, so this match has just been announced. We're going to be getting a 6 mixed tag team match. We're just going to be Liv Morgan and the Bullet Club versus the Judgment Day. So this match has just been announced. It was not announced previously, not through a segment, not at all. It has just been announced. We are going to be getting Liv Morgan and the Bullet Club versus the Judgment Day at Hell in a Cell. So there you go. You know, to kick things off, this tonight's show, we were talking about how Hell in a Cell only has like 4 matches so far, but it seems like now we have at least 6 matches on the card. A few impromptu matches with little build-up, but you know what? We're getting those matches anyways. And Andy, you know what? I spoke with Authors of Pain, and they also took a moment to talk about Liv Morgan, and they said Liv Morgan has worked very, very hard to get to where she is. They said that, you know what, she started off right with us at the Performance Center, and she was so short that she always had a hard time even getting to the ring. So she fought a lot. They said she fought a lot. They said we have a lot of stories of Liv Morgan and how hard she fought, but she fought a lot. So respect to Liv, for sure. And Clay, good to see you again. Chris says it's official 6-person mixed tag team match happening at Hell in a Cell. Liv to wins is true. That's right. Brock says yes, sure. Clay, all match is coming from Raw. That's right. Hell in a Cell, it ending up being a Raw exclusive show, a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. I thought we were done with exclusive pay-per-views, but here we are again with Hell in a Cell. Yeah. Here comes Julia Hart, that's right. It's Rhea, you're right. And up next now, oh my gosh, we've done it, guys. We have hit it. We have hit the unthinkable. We have hit the 14th commercial of the night. And you know what that means? We're going to be breaking the record for the number of commercials tonight on Raw, because the maximum that we have seen, that I've seen, have been 14 commercials for 3 hours. Tonight, we're going to be exceeding that limit, that mark. Good stuff. So let's see how this goes. But right now, we're looking at the commercial number 14. Incredible stuff. And you know what? Every commercial is about 5 minutes long. We can definitely believe that. Every commercial is at least 5 minutes long. If you have 14... Wait a second. That's a bit too much. Oh my gosh. You know what? I do believe that every commercial is about 5 minutes long. So that's crazy. If you take 14 commercials and multiply it by 5, it comes out to be 70. So have you seen 70 minutes of commercials tonight? Possibly. Or maybe a few commercials were 2 or 3 minutes long. So at least we have seen close to an hour long of commercial tonight. 14 commercials, too much. If every commercial is 5 minutes long, it's 70 minutes of commercials. If not 5 minutes, even if 2 or 3 minutes, we are looking at least about an hour of commercials tonight. That's for sure. That's right. And Liv Morgan is not winning, says Chris. No match from SmackDown. That's right, Ricky. Bobby says, AJ, would you like to see Mercedes versus Dakota Kai? Hell yeah, I want to see Mercedes versus Dakota Kai. Would be great. Candice LeRae? Maybe. Why not? Is Uso versus Riddle still Hell in a Cell? I don't know about that. Let's take a look, actually, if Usos or Riddle actually taking place at Hell in a Cell. I'll take a look real quick. 1 second. Give me a second. If it's actually happening at Hell in a Cell, let's take a look. No, they have not announced it for Hell in a Cell just yet. So far we have 6 matches that are official for Hell in a Cell. That's Cody versus Seth Rollins. That's Bianca Belair versus Asuka versus Becky Lynch. That's Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. Theory versus Mustafa Ali. And the Judgment Day versus the Bullet Club and Liv Morgan. These are the 6 matches that have been announced for Hell in a Cell yet. Yes, the Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura have earned a title shot, but if they're going to be getting it Hell in a Cell, that is not known yet. Not yet, yeah. Absolutely, not just yet. And let's see, watch Brock Lesnar says, when did you start watching wrestling and what was the first company you watched? Alright, so for me, I would say, you guys know it already. I mean, I started watching wrestling not too long ago. I started watching about in 2007, 8, 6, 7, 8, something like that. And the first company, obviously, the WWE. That's where I fell in love with wrestling, Brock. Absolutely. Let's see. And Steve says, Rock, there we go. 14 breaks, ridiculous. True, indeed. Commercial extravaganza. I love that, Michael. I love that. That's right. Monday Night Raw. Tune in to Monday Night Raw. 3 hours of Raw. It's a commercial extravaganza. Love that. Love it. Courtesy of Nick Khan's genius. That's right. Shinsuke and Riddle versus Uso. Hell in a Cell not taking place. I think it will not take place mainly because Usos primarily belong to SmackDown, and we're not getting any SmackDown matches at Hell in a Cell, sadly, for some reason. Liv tapped out last time. Liv needs to win. I agree, true. Disregard my previous comment. No problem, Steve. Wait, SmackDown has any matches? No matches yet for Hell in a Cell from SmackDown. It's true. It's damn true. That's right. No matches just yet. Let's see, what else do we have here? All right. So, we are going to be seeing the return of Maryse. Maryse will be returning to Monday Night Raw next week to celebrate the return of Miz and Mrs. So perhaps Miz TV featuring Maryse will be happening next week. And we're getting wow. You know what? This is crazy. We are now getting a big news coming in from AEW because AEW star and former WWE's NXT star Jake Atlas has been arrested. That's right. It's big news coming in right now. Jake Atlas has been arrested and he has been charged with domestic battery. And what happened here was that back on May 23, in Florida, police responded to a report of domestic violence at the home of Jake Atlas. According to PW Insider, the police report claims that Atlas called his longtime partner to come home and pick him up after drinking at Big Daddy's Roadhouse the previous night. When his partner finally arrived, Atlas began encouraging him to stay at the bar and drink with his friends. They stayed at the location until Atlas wanted to go to another friend's house to be intimate together. But he became upset when his partner was giving attention to somebody else, sparking a verbal argument. Atlas became physically aggressive and charged at his victim, his partner, which led to a nearby witness stepping in to prevent an attack. The witness convinced Atlas to return home and sleep it off, since the former NXT star or AEW star currently was intoxicated. His partner left the apartment, but Atlas would follow him, continue to yell at him as he tried to leave, and he attempted yet another physical attack. And another physical attack did occur. Jake Atlas got physical with his partner in the wrong way, and people tried to step in, help them in and separate them, but Atlas got even more physical, got more abusive, and actually left a scratch on the victim, on his forearm, and even torn his top tank. And they were separated again. You know, he was convinced to get into the car, but demanded to re-enter the apartment to retrieve his dog. And when he made his way back into the apartment, he refused to leave again, and the police were called. So, you know, what they're saying right now is that since the arrest happened, since the incident, he has signed a no-contact order that agrees for him, that he has agreed that he will not be having any communication and will be staying at least 500 feet away from his victim. He was released from the jail as well. He was released from the jail on May 23rd and is set to appear on the Orange County Court on June 28th. And he will be arraigned at 7:30 a.m. this morning. So that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So, you know what? He made his debut for AEW some time ago. And when he did make his debut, it was also after a time away from professional wrestling because he was dealing with some mental health struggles. So now he has not commented on his on his arrest yet. There have been no comments from Jake Atlas yet. But one thing's for sure, he's in trouble with the law. He is scheduled to be appearing in front of the Orange County Court at the end of June. So, is this going to affect his AEW contract? Perhaps. It will affect his contract. We'll see. And True says so it was two men fighting. That's right. Jake Atlas and his boyfriend were fighting. That's what happened. Yeah. Let's see what else do we have here. I missed on the comments while I was reading that article. Let's see. Brock says WWE wants to finish the brand split, but they're not showing it. But the split is over because anyone, that's true. Absolutely, Brock. And right now we're getting a little tribute package here for the troops for Memorial Day. And just like I said, guys, this day is very, very important. No matter where you're from, no matter from India, from America, from the UK, Canada, we should all take a moment to remember and to think of all the people who sacrifice themselves, who give their ultimate sacrifice for the safety of the people, for the safety of their country, for the safety of the citizens. Incredible. Yeah. This Memorial Day is for everybody, and we should all take a moment to thank those who sacrifice everything for our safety. And that's right, Tony, Money in the Bank is happening at the MGM Grand, and that's a very little stadium. That's only 14 to 16,000 strong, and they went from a 65,000 Allegiant Stadium all the way to MGM Grand. That's a big downgrade. And let's see, Victor says, AD, that sucks for you. You didn't get a chance to see none of the greats in person. That's right, Victor. Indeed, that sucks, brother. It sucks. And don't worry, Jody. It is good to see you, brother. It's good to see you, Jody Bateman, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Monday. And you are having fun with Monday Night Raw here. It's good to see you. Steve says, more Money in the Bank, not in the stadium. That's right, it's happening at MGM Grand. They downgraded, indeed. And true, yeah, look him up. Look up Jake Atlas. You'll understand. You'll understand really quickly who he is. And Andy says, I'm not surprised that he got arrested. There you go. And that's right, Michael, USA, indeed. I love that. Liv Morgan needs to win, but she won't win. That's right. True has those big old eyes for Rhea Ripley. Let's see. And AJ, who do you want to see be the J33rd opponent? Maybe Ember Moon? Let's see. But right now, Liv Morgan climbs the back of Rhea Ripley. And she has a sleeper hold locked in. Rhea Ripley just sends her right there to the corner. But Liv refuses to let go of Rhea Ripley right there. Smashes her into the corner 3 times in a row. Liv Morgan still refuses to let go of Rhea Ripley. Still holding on strong. Still climbing on her back right there. Just slowly fading her away. That's right. Rhea Ripley refuses to give up though. She still stays on her feet. Still standing tall. Liv Morgan refuses to let go as well. But Rhea Ripley, in a smart, she goes down hard, taking a fall, and just squashes Liv Morgan right there underneath herself. That's right. And Okada is going to be a father. That's great news, Andy. Thanks. That's amazing. And that's right, Jody. A very happy Memorial Day to you as well, and everybody. Very important day. And Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. That's right. That's going on right now. Again, I want Liv Morgan to win, but it doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Rhea Ripley grabs the head of Liv Morgan and just smashes against the mat right there. Liv Morgan gets up on her feet. Rhea Ripley dangling right there on those ropes. A drop kick right there to Rhea Ripley. Looks like the tables have kind of turned around, at least for now, as Rhea Ripley seems like she's in some trouble here. Now with the drop kick right there to Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is down on the mat. Rhea Ripley seems like she's uncontrolled right now with those kicks to Liv Morgan, not giving her a chance to recover from all that stuff. Again, another big kick to the midsection of Liv Morgan as she tries to make it to the ropes, trying to make it up to her feet. Rhea Ripley is not giving her a chance to recover, and you can see that clearly as Liv Morgan is a world of pain right now. I like to see Chris Statlander. That's a good one, actually, Bobby. It would actually make sense if they save Ember Moon for the bigger number, maybe 35, maybe 40. Chris Statlander could be a good one. Absolutely, Bobby. I could see it happening. Batista's still in Hollywood, and he's got to be there. In his old school mentality, when he said he's going to retire, you know he's going to retire. That's one guy I do not see ever coming back to the squared circle for any sort of money. He's not going to come back. It's for sure. 100%. And you know what, guys? We have made history. Thanks for that, True Victor. We have officially made history tonight. We have entered commercial break number 15. This is historic. Number 15. I have never seen 15 commercials taking place in a single episode of Raw, but we have done it tonight. Historic. It's great. Tonight's Monday Night Raw has made history in the weirdest fashion possible. And every commercial break is about 5 minutes long, but if we even take away the 5, we make it at least 4 minutes long, right? Because every commercial at least 4 minutes long, and you have 15 of them. That's clearly an hour of commercial break. If you have 15 commercials, each commercial 4 minutes long, that's 60 minutes of commercial for you guys. So we did get 3 hours of Raw, but 1 hour of that, or even more, was commercials. Ridiculous. Nick Khan, man, smart man, brother, smart man, but you're playing us badly. And that's right, Steve, commercial, once again. We'll end with 17 ad breaks. Ridiculous. This is going to be more than an hour of commercial. Anybody who tells you that WWE should go down from 3 to 2 hours of Raw, tell them, what are you talking about? We don't get 3 hours of Raw. We still get 2 hours of Raw with some commercials. So if they really want to go back to 2 hours of Raw, technically they will be going back to an hour, because 1 hour is reserved for the commercials. You know that. I know that. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And we'll end with 17. You were right, Jeff. It's probably that's what's going to be happening here. And Tat says, I agree with that about Batista. Indeed. Rob Bobby says, I'd like to see Dalton Castle. Holy hell yeah. I love Dalton Castle. Give me Dalton Castle. Give me those peacocks. So good. Steve says, I hate commercials. That's why 3 hours. That's right, Steve. Absolutely, brother. The Undertaker's in the Hall of Fame. Indeed. What a great all-speed speech that was, though. That's right. 2 hours of all WWE shows. Indeed, Tony. Indeed, my brother. And they really want to give us so many commercials? Sure. More power to them. Give us picture-in-picture, I think. Why not? Give us picture-in-picture. I wouldn't be mad. I will not complain about that at all. You know. That's right, Steve. Third hour is reserved for the commercials. Carolina Hurricanes season is going to be coming at the end of New Year's Rangers. There you go. AJ was in the car for NXT tomorrow. That's right, brother. Good question. Let's take a look if WWE's actually released a preview for tomorrow's NXT. Let's take a look at that. So tomorrow is going to be, of course, May 31st. Let's take a look at what do they have for the card. Alright, they have the preview up. Sometimes they're very late for the preview, but they have it right now. So we're going to be seeing... Let's take a look. So, Katana Chance, and Kaden Carter, they're done waiting for opportunities, what they're saying. And so they've decided to take one by attacking the NXT Women's Champion, Toxic Attraction, before Wendy Chu joined them, the fun. So there you go. So we're going to be seeing Kadana Chance, Kaden Carter, and Wendy Chu versus Toxic Attraction in a 6-women's match tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting. 6-women's tag team match going to be happening tomorrow. Apart from that, we're going to be seeing Cameron Grimes versus Nathan Fraser. Interesting. That's going to be happening tomorrow as well. And of course, the NXT 2.0 superstars, they're going to be having the first ever NXT Women's Breakout Tournament also happening tomorrow. Interesting. And in that tournament, we're possibly going to be getting, let's take a look. Wow. So tomorrow, we're going to be seeing that who will be making history as the first ever Women's Breakout Tournament champion. So we're going to be getting Tiffany Stratton versus Roxanne Perez tomorrow. That's going to be big. So Tiffany and Roxanne are going to be going down tomorrow wrestling to determine who is the first ever Women's Breakout Tournament champion. So Tiffany and Roxanne, it's got to go down tomorrow. Apart from that, Elektra Lopez will also be fighting Cora Jade. So tomorrow's NXT actually looks to be pretty damn good. I'm excited for tomorrow's NXT. It looks like a pretty decent show. 6-woman tag. Then you have, of course, the Women's Breakout Tournament finals taking place. You have Elektra Lopez versus Cora Jade and Cameron Grimes and Nathan Fraser. I think it's going to be a good show tomorrow. That's right. Good question, Victor. Thanks for that. AJ, who do you want to see be the Rock's daughter's first opponent on NXT? I don't know if she's going to go to NXT, honestly. I think she has been training hard at the Performance Center, and the one reason that she's probably doing it is because they want her to be absolutely ready once she makes her debut on the main roster. So I feel like once she's done with the Performance Center, she's got to go right there to the main roster. No NXT for her. I don't think so. But let me know. Do you think Rock's daughter will be wrestling at NXT, will stay at NXT? I don't think so, but let me know what you guys think. And Tiffany versus Roxanne, that's right. It's going to be happening tomorrow. AEW could do 3 hours commercial picture-to-picture. Indeed, Steve. Indeed. What's the weather over there? Michael, brother, the weather is brutal. You know what? It is record high, very, very high sometimes during the summer, during the day. It's never been this high here. Really has never been. But this year, it's getting really, very hot. I'll let you know what is it in Fahrenheit. So we had about 122 Fahrenheit temperature a few days ago during the day. Crazy hot. And I have heat intolerance, so I try to stay as cool as I possibly can. It can get very, very hot these days in the summer. And Mandy Rose, NXT Women's Champion, that's right. Braun Breaker, not advertised for tomorrow's show. Not yet. Just not yet. AJ and Priest are at ringside. That's right, Victor. Commercial break happened. They're like, all right, let's go there. Let's go there. That's right. AJ Styles taking a very close look here at the match. Can you do Braun Breaker? I would love that, Steve. Would love that. And NY Rangers stole Game 7. Interesting. Interesting. When is Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode coming? Well, but as True said, they're apparently being repackaged, so whenever that happens, let's see, probably a few months. And now a headbutt from Liv Morgan to Rhea Ripley, and those kicks right there to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley goes down, dangling right there on those ropes right there. And Liv Morgan, this is her opportunity. AJ Styles is smashing right there on the apron. He realizes this is her Liv Morgan's opportunity. Liv Morgan with the cartwheel and a big, big, big kick right there to the face of Rhea Ripley. And in the corner is Rhea Ripley. Wow, look at that. Rhea Ripley was going to go for the spear on Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan gets away from there, and Rhea Ripley goes shoulder first into the pole and goes down to the ringside. Liv Morgan right now is in control. I think it's going to be a big mistake if she goes ringside. I think that's going to be a terrible mistake. Should not be doing that. But looks like Liv Morgan is going to be going diving right there down to Rhea Ripley. I think it's going to be a big mistake. But she goes diving down hard, and Rhea Ripley goes down. That connected well. No problem whatsoever. Good stuff. If Roxanne wins the tournament, I want her to face against Mandy this Saturday at In Your House. Oh yeah, I would love that too. I think Roxanne would be a real threat to Mandy Rose's title. 100% would be good. And now, as you can see it, Liv Morgan is in the ring, and so is Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan is actually on fire. Wait a second. Terrible. So, Liv Morgan was going to go for the big DDT on Rhea Ripley, but Edge... Oh, wait a second. It's Damian Priest grabbed on to the pants of Rhea Ripley, stopping her from going down with Liv Morgan. So, Liv Morgan goes down hard to the bed. Rhea Ripley stands on her feet thanks to the interference or the help and the support from Damian Priest. And just look at that. Wait a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Turn of events. Liv Morgan with a victory A roll-up victory on Rhea Ripley. That's what I like to see. Okay, Liv Morgan with the victory, and that's one person that we all, or most of us, wanted to win, but we all knew that was going to be Rhea Ripley picking up the win again, but no, it is Liv Morgan with the win here. Good for her. AJ Styles here, raising Liv Morgan's hand up in victory, giving her a hug. This is great. I love it. Yes, you know what? I'm all in for the mixed tag team stuff, and this is great. I love it. Absolutely love it. AJ Styles is doing nothing but helping Liv Morgan's career here, and helping it tremendously, and I love it. AJ Styles should be done with Edge soon, says Thad. Let's see how this goes. Liv has a cut on a leg. Crazy. That's right, Jason, the Bullet Club wins. I love it. Liv Morgan wins. That's right, Chris Victor. Are you doing Saturday and Sunday? That's right, Steve. Gotta be watching both the shows. True says 3 and 4. That's right. Hell yeah. Tony, Liv wins. Indeed, she wins. Love it. Jason says, well, who is the new referee? Oh, I'll take a look. All right. Damian Priest right now is not very happy. He goes after Liv, but Finn Balor comes in and attacks Damian Priest. Gotta love that. Finn Balor is here, 100% here. And Steve 1 and 6. It's an unpredictable night for Steve, I see. Nice, nice. Good stuff. And Liv Morgan loves it. Liv Morgan loves the backup that she has now in the Bullet Club. And the odds somehow turns against Rhea Ripley here. Finn Balor looking her right in the eye. It's a stare down between Finn and AJ. And I think Rhea doesn't realize that Liv Morgan has climbed the top turnbuckle. It's going to be a nightmare for Rhea when she turns back. Oh, wow. And a drop kick right there. Flying drop kick right there from Liv Morgan to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley goes down. And AJ Styles with a flying elbow right there. Look at that. Wow, this was Bullet Club's night. Again, guys, this is the go-home show for Hell in a Cell. And if Bullet Club is standing tall tonight, doesn't mean that they're not going to be standing tall at Hell in a Cell. It could happen. We'll see how this goes. And that's right, that's our leader, Liv. Indeed, Chris 6 and 2, beautiful stuff. True says that's not a new referee. Actually, yeah, that's not a lead referee. No. She's been around for a bit. Absolutely, that's right. And Dad says I'm watching both shows this weekend. Yep, so am I. We're going to be watching both the shows together. And just like I said, something big is going to be happening this week. By the end of this weekend, we're going to be seeing something big to wrestling news. It's going to be a whole new level. We're going to be going a level up with wrestling news this weekend. And as a family, we're all going a level up, that's for sure. And the family's only got to get better. But of course, you guys are the elite. You guys are the family, the A-team. And, you know, we're going to be having a lot of fun as the family goes bigger and bigger. And I'm telling you, this weekend, starting this weekend, it's going to get a lot bigger. And Tony says, too sweet. That's right. True says, this club loses on Sunday. That's right. Steve, that's right. Love it. Love it. You guys love it. Where's Edge? Yeah, Edge taking time off. You know what? How, like, Roman Reigns doesn't appear for every show because he's that important? Same with Edge. Same as Edge. And Steve, what's your announcement? Brother, just like I said, this weekend, things are going to go crazy. We're going to take it a level up. More details coming very soon. AJ, who do you want to see wrestle against Mariah May? You know it, brother. You know it already. I really want to see Mariah May versus Deonna Purrazzo. Really want to see it. And no, Steve, it's not Cody again. We're just getting those recaps, those highlights, and that's about it. Now, we're all done with the show. Everything's done. I think we're done with the matches. We're not going to get any other match here tonight. The only thing that's still left for the show is the contract signing. Wait a second. Actually, wait a second. We also have the Lacey Evans match still to come. So have they cut the contract signing? Are we not getting it? Because in the preview, they did say that we're going to be getting a contract signing between Omos and Lashley here tonight. But doesn't look like it that we're going to be seeing it because we only have like 10 minutes left before the show goes off the air. I'm pretty sure they want another commercial in the show. So possibly no contract signing between Lashley and Omos tonight. And Lacey Evans should be coming out. That's right. And Steve, y'all scored tonight. Love it. And True says, is Petty Williams a WWE producer? It seems like it, True. Yep, it seems like it. It's good. It's got to be good. Let's take a look again at the Hell in a Cell card. Alright, so the Hell in a Cell card still right now has 6 matches. Of course, I'm going to run it down again with you guys. Cody Rhodes was a cell... wait a second. Also, I want to point this out. It's a Hell in a Cell show, right? It's a Hell in a Cell show. But there's only one match that has been announced to take place inside the Hell in a Cell, which I find ridiculous. If you call the pay-per-view Hell in a Cell, okay, we're actually getting the contract signing. Interesting. How are they doing this? Guys, we have 10 minutes left before the show will go off the air. How are they going to be squeezing a commercial break, a contract signing between Lashley and Omos, and the return of Lacey Evans in these 10 minutes? There's no way that they're gonna be able to do that, right? And True says Lacey got bumped. That's crazy. Man, Lacey Evans, I feel like for her to return tonight, Memorial Day, would have made total sense. But she's not wrestling tonight. Does that mean that she is gonna be turning heel in her first match itself? True. And they did not want to do it on Memorial Day, which is why she's not here tonight? It's crazy. I was actually looking forward to seeing the veteran, the hero Lacey Evans, but apparently we're not gonna be seeing her at all. Ridiculous. Wow, I have no words right now. Lacey Evans got bumped. Alright. Whatever that was. But Roman Reigns is going to be here on SmackDown this Friday, so we'll look forward to that. And Tony says, Lashley, my brother. That's right, Lashley is here. No Lacey Evans match tonight. Dale, I'm disappointed. They advertised it. They were promoting it. Some was one of the highlights of tonight, but we're not going to be getting it, sadly. And no Lacey Evans tonight contract signing is the main event. Crazy. And that's right, Victor. Break number 16. We have made history tonight. 16 commercials. That's right, true. And Lacey's special guest, probably not, it's not happening. I was thinking maybe someone will show up at Impact Wrestling Slammiversary. That's right. By the way, guys, I must tell you, June is going to be a show. I mean, a month full of pay-per-views, starting right off with Hell in a Cell this Sunday. We're going to be getting the NWA pay-per-view always ready on June 11th, and then we're going to be getting the Slammiversary pay-per-view on June 19th. So every single weekend, we're going to be getting a pay-per-view. And with the family getting a lot bigger this weekend, Wrestling News is going to be getting a lot better and bigger, and we're going to be having a lot more fun here. But just like I said, you guys are always going to be the elite. You guys are going to be the one, my loves. And I'll tell you, maybe we should be creating a Discord. Maybe we should be creating a server just for this elite family, just for you guys. We should be doing that. And that's right, Lacey's a heel. Deal with it, says true. There you go. And is Lacey turning heel? It seems like it. I mean, True says it. True says it all the time, so we'll see. And anyone want to give it an early score? I'm going to give it a score of, hey, you know what? You guys are not going to believe it. I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. Actually, yeah, I'm being a bit too generous, I know that, but I'm going to give it an 8 because time flew by. We made history with 16 commercials. We might go to 17, you never know with Raw. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go to 17, but I think we made history. It was an entertaining show overall. I had fun, of course, with you guys, with the family. Had a great time watching it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 so far. I loved it. Of course, Lacey Evans not being here is a disappointment, but overall, I had fun. I have a big smile on my face. It was a good show. That's right. Age's SmackDown card up. Now, Victor, we do know that Roman Reigns is going to be there on SmackDown this Friday. That is what we do know. Is the card up? I'll take a look real quick. No, it's not. Now, they're not advertising the SmackDown card just yet. I'll let you know. When it's up, I'll let you know, brother. And that's right, June 18th is Triple Mania. Crazy, Andy, right? Crazy. Exciting. Very, very exciting. That's right, Steve. Thanks for that, my brother. Age of the Man. Love that. Thank you. And Steve gives it a 7 or 8. True with a 6.5. I love True. How precise the True scores are with a 6.5. I love it. I'm sorry. And Chris says 1 out of 10 because of Alexa Bliss winning again. There we go. AJ, I'd like to see Mercedes Martinez versus Marina Shafir. Oh, yeah. Oh, give me that. Give me that. Give me Mercedes. Give me Chris Statlander. Give me Marina Shafir. Triple threat. Love that. And that's right, guys. Hit the thumbs up. The bell. Don't forget. Thanks for that, Steve. I always forget to ask people that. That's right. Hit the thumbs up and the bell. 5 out of 10. Love it, Andrew. Good stuff. Yeah, I was a bit too generous. Maybe I should take some points off for Lacey Evans not showing up. Yeah, definitely should. But so far, so good. 6 out of 10. That's right, Victor. You know what? It's still better. Much better than the Raw that I saw last week and the week before. I guess my expectations for Raw became so low tonight. After these 2 tremendous and terrible week of Raw, I feel like tonight's my expectations were so low that this show just seemed like a miracle, and it has me very, very happy. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing overall, I think. That's right. And Steve, 7 out of 10. Love that. Chris, 2 out of 10. Wow, brutal. I like Pete done better than now. There you go. Oh my gosh, True. Don't remind me of that, brother. And don't even mention it ever, nowhere, on social media here, nowhere, because we don't want Nick Khan or the WWE executives to know what AAA does with its Trons. We don't want them to know that. Oh my gosh, that Tron was a giant promotional board right there for the entire show. While the show was going on, while the matches were going on, there was this entire big Tron right there for AAA, and they were running commercials there the entire night. It was crazy. It was trippy. And I didn't know if the commercial breaks are better or that Tron was better. That was awful. And to make the night more awful, we had Sammy and Tay-Con T win the AAA Mixed Tag Team titles. That was ridiculous. And Dale gives 1 out of 10 to Raw. There you go. Oh, wow.
For the 2-on-1 handicap match taking...
It's kind of surprising that I've started to like Adam Pearce. I used to hate this guy, but now I kind of like him. And I'd like to see Jamie Hayter challenge for the TBS title. Oh yeah, me too, brother. 7 out of 10 in last improvement for last week. That's right, Gary. Who's going to go through the table? Victor asking the right questions here. I think it's going to be MVP who's going to be going through the table here, but we'll find out. Or maybe it's not MVP. Maybe it's Lashley. You know what? They've announced it's going to be it's going to be a handicap match. Maybe they're just going to show us how Lashley is here as the underdog. You know, he's here, who's going through all this unfairness. He's going to be fighting in a handicap match. The table's odds are against him. And then Lashley on Sunday is going to surprise everybody. So it could be Lashley who will be put through the table tonight. Could be. And let me know, though, guys. Who do you think is going to be put through the table? Love that, Victor. And true, that's right. Watchalong, thanks for that, my brother. Thanks for that. Love it. Love it. And Andy's not happy that Liv Morgan won. There you go.
We should have never come to this, Bobby. We shouldn't be here right now, man. I did everything for you.
Look at that.
Money, celebrity championships. I got you everything. I got you things you didn't even know you wanted, man. But now here we are. And this Sunday at Hell in a Cell, there won't be any ordinary matches with rules to protect you, no raggedy cages that you can crash through and accidentally win. The only thing that waits for you Sunday at Hell in a Cell is the brutal beating that I'm gonna put on you with the Nigerian giant Omos.
There we go. He says, Bobby, we shouldn't be here. After all that I've done for you, I gave you money, celebrity, fame, all that stuff, things that you didn't even want, I gave them to you. But now it's come to this, but this Sunday, you're gonna get beat by the Nigerian giant. That's Omos. Nice. And Andy is not happy with Liv Morgan winning. I see that. And Chris says I changed it because of the Seth Rollins and Cody brawl. That was sweet. That was sweet. Chris, absolutely sweet. And Jeff, 6 out of 10. Steve says, nice, good stuff. I'd like to see Paige Van Zandt have a singles match against Tay. I like that, Bobby, for sure. I wanted to see Lacey Evans. Oh, yeah, that. Me too, brother. I was excited to see her. But still, we're all pretty good. Pretty good.
Keep yourself relevant. Bobby, you talking too much. Sign the contract.
Lashley says, you doing anything to keep yourself irrelevant. He's like, you talking too much, Bobby. Just sign the contract and go home. I like this. It's like 2 brothers fighting right now. It's sweet. It's cute. And Lashley is no ordinary man. He is the almighty. That's right, Victor. Absolutely, brother.
Want to do here. Okay, even though this contract says a handicap match, and you guys think that I'm at some kind of disadvantage, but you know what? This is just my opportunity to send both of your asses straight to hell. That's
right. That's the Almighty speaking right now. He says, this is my opportunity to take on the 2 of you at once. I love that. That's right, Chris. Love that. I see that, Andy. Much love, brother. And I like how Bobby talks. Me too, Steve. Very confident. Love it, Gene. Love it, brother. 6 out of 10.
Anxious energy, waiting for Hell in a Cell.
That's right.
But I don't think anybody wants to wait for Hell in a Cell.
Oh, gentlemen, please, a little bit of it. Bobby, come on, guys. Take it easy.
The funniest thing would be that if Adam Pearce is the one who gets put through the table. Oh wow. Nobody's being put through the table because Lashley tosses the table out of the equation, out of the ring right there. And now the crew is here because of what happened between Cody and Seth earlier. The crew is already here, waiting for a time to separate these two. That's right, but Lashley and Omos is too strong to take out the crew at once here. Look at that. That's right. Alright, Andy, my brother, have a good night. You take care, sleep well. I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow, my brother. You take care, much love. And Gary, take care, my man. Sleep well. And that's right, Cedric Alexander here, okay. Crazy. Again, I feel bad for whatever happened to the Hurt Business and Cedric and Shelton, but, you know what? I don't even know what Cedric wants to do right now. I mean, sometimes he's fighting Lashley, sometimes Omos. I don't know what he's on, but good for him. As long as he's getting some TV time, I guess it's good for him. That's right. No, the damn Cedric. Hopefully he's not going to interfere at Hell in a Cell 2, otherwise it's going to be a 3-on-1 situation. We'll see how that goes. But Lashley, that's right, I told you guys, this is what they're doing right now. They're portraying it as the odds have turned against Lashley, that he's the underdog heading into Hell in a Cell. But I feel like at Hell in a Cell, he's going to surprise everybody, and he's going to come out at the top. I think so. And Hasman Talent was taken out, that's right. Absolutely, Jason. I think so. I hope so too, my brother. They got to reinforce the ring. They got to do it. That's right. I know Steve Shelton, nowhere to be seen.
His best to restore order. Bobby Lashley.
Is this show going overtime? At least it's for me, a minute overtime here. And Lashley and Omos gets a table in here. That's right. They're stacking up in that corner for Lashley. Not looking too good. Is Lashley going to be able to fight back? I see victory here, says the Almighty, so it means that Lashley fought back, didn't he? The uppercut to Lashley and a punch to Lashley's head right there. Look at that. He gets Lashley up. Oh, wow, look at that. Lashley gonna go over the big spear. There you go. He puts Almighty. He puts the Omos through the table right there. And that's right, true spear and music. I love it. Chris says, I'm calling it now. Bobby Lashley loses. I know, Steve. Lacey Evans not here, sadly. But you know what? It was a good show. We now have 6 matches for Hell in a Cell, so they added 2 more. Good stuff. Good progress. That's right. That's right. Thank you so much, Dad. Thank you, everybody. True, Victor, Bobby, Steve, Dad, everyone. Gary, my brothers, Andy, all of you. M. Gene, Jeff, Ricky, all of you. Much love to you, all of you. Dale, all of you guys. Thank you so much. You all have a good night. Tony, all of you, man. Sleep well. Take care, Bobby. Everybody. Sleep well. You take care. I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow for NXT. It's going to be a good show. Obviously, we're going to be seeing the end of the finals of the women's tournament in NXT. And we're going to be seeing the go home for NXT TakeOver as well, so that's going to be interesting. This weekend is going to be good. It's going to be big, not just for the WWE, not just for wrestling, but also for us, for wrestling news, for the family. I can't wait for you all to know about it, and I cannot wait for us to kick in to the next generation of wrestling news. It's going to be big. It's going to be great. That's right. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much, Ricky. That's right, Bobby. I'll try. Have a good night, you all. Take care, Steve. All of you guys. My brother's True. Victor. Good night. Sleep well. Oh, shut up, Brian Saxon. Shut up, alright? Alright, good night, guys. You take care. Sleep in. I'm gonna deal with this guy. Thank you. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow.